I got to play a phone message for you guys.
Oh, okay.
I want to explain the first one that I got. I got a message from our old friend, Rich Barra.
Yeah.
Who was producer of this show, was foolishly led away, and now runs his own radio show in Tucson, Arizona, the poor dumb bastard.
Tucson, Arizona.
And he called me over the weekend and said, I have information for you that is going to blow you away.
Yeah.
So you've got to talk about this on the show. It goes, it's secret, top secret information, and I don't care. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to compromise my sources because you will be blown away.
Thought he had a scoop.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So I called him, and I got his voicemail, and I said, hey, it's Dave. If you're calling to tell me about Jill and Boyer, I already know. Okay.
Aw.
Check out his return message to me. It's pretty good.
Hi, crud. I'm not here to take a call, darn it.
What am I pressing, star?
Yeah. No, it'll answer, then you press 1 to check your messages, 2 to transfer to someone's extension.
I don't press star? I think I pressed star.
Dave, leave me your message.
Please enter.
Yeah, see?
I never call my own number.
You have 1 new message. Main menu. To listen, press 1. First, new message. Saturday, June 14th at 7:10 p.m.
Hello, David. Hey, it's Rich. What's up? Yeah, that was totally my scoop. It wasn't really told to me in the strict of confidence, so I didn't really feel like I needed to protect anybody's identity. That was totally it. Does Jill know that Boyer is Boyer? I mean, isn't that kind of like hooking up Meg Ryan with Carrot Top? I mean, anyway.
Jill know that Boyer is Boyer.
I know. Yeah.
I love that.
Brian with Carrot Top. Perfect.
I was talking to Jill about some guests that she's booking for us yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, is that girl smitten?
With?
I talked to
Boyer.
Yeah.
She's just...
I'm very flattered. I don't try to explain it. You just go with it.
What was that?
Well, Boyer is, as much of an annoying person as he is a beautiful man.
Totally.
He really is. He's one of the greatest guys I know, Steve.
But see, it's taken my relationship with Jill from, chick friends to...
Gross.
I can't believe she's talking. But the voice in my head has a longer conversation now than I do with her, because she'll be going on about and he's so cute, and I love his house, and I'm cleaning up after him a little bit, but just so he doesn't know.
Do you know she's cleaning up after you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She thinks you don't know.
3 times I had to say, Jill, I got some new shoes. You want to talk about shoes?
You know, like a marathoner, she's going to hit the wall, and she's going to collapse in her own puddle of body excrements, because she's going to have some problems once she realizes that Boyer is Boyer.
What's that? Yeah, her eyes.
Well, she told, I said to her yesterday, how can you tolerate his home?
Right.
How? And she explained to me that she's extraordinarily fastidious, that cleaning is it's her workout, it's her
passion,
my
whole
therapy.
thing, it's her therapy, I said, well, then, are you just dating him for his house? And she didn't know the answer.
Oh.
I am so going to win this bet.
You think?
Just get ready.
You think?
Get ready.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The greatest mystery is the cutoff date that Dave and Shelley have as to how far this relationship will go.
I think I'm going to win the money.
Well, the way I see it, Jill's a great lady, and she's exciting and fun to be with.
Have you told her you love her yet?
No.
Has she?
No.
And I don't believe you, of course, because you've been dishonest with us.
We can't trust
I've told
anymore.
you
The trust
everything
is
you
gone.
want to know.
Trust is dead.
So, the way I look at it is, I get the benefit of her great company. We have a wonderful time together. And if my house gets cleaned up in the interim, well, then so be it.
She thinks you don't know. I wonder if we've just blown it all.
No, I was very aware of this yesterday when I went to make a Jack and RC. And I said,
A what?
Oh, that's
Jack
his new drink.
and Coke.
Royal Crown Cola.
Oh, my
Chainsaw.
God.
I'm the
couldn't
last
have just
person in
Coke.
America who drinks RC Cola.
RC Cola.
That's right. I also
A
use
Jack at RC.
Imperial Margarine.
I love RC. Anyway, so
How's that Magnavox television set going for you?
I have a Quasar.
You know, half of it is that, when's Jill going to hit the wall? When's Boyer going to hit the wall until he realizes that Jill is acting just like his mother. His mother.
Oh, let's not poison his mind. I got $20 on this. I needed to go for a while.
You got the over on the date, right?
She's hot. She's cool. Everything's fun.
Yeah, she's cleaning your house. Pretty
I
soon
know.
she's going to be throwing away your crap.
I don't think that will happen, but
right.
Oh, you know what I did? Oh, God. This is just so bad. I got so close to being so dead.
Uh-oh.
So dead.
What did you do?
Sunday night.
Yeah.
I just found out about this yesterday. Sunday night.
After your long nap in front of the U.S. Open all day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, in the kitchen, my kids have a couple of drawers. The one thing that we have going for us in our kitchen, I mean, we're really fortunate, is we have too much cupboard space.
That's great.
I know. Most people are like, I don't have enough cupboards. I don't have enough shelves, whatever. We have probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 cupboards that are just empty. Okay? Because we don't have enough stuff to stick in them. But Beth saves everything. And the girls save everything.
Yeah.
The girls get this gigantic ream of construction paper and they draw a line on it. Okay, that paper's done. And they stick it in the drawer.
Oh, it's artwork.
Yeah.
They're saving
They
it.
save everything they draw. These girls draw every day.
Yeah.
Every single day they draw. Or something artsy craftsy.
Right.
But a lot of times it's drawing. You have no idea how many colored pencils, magic markers, pens, pencils, stupid drawing things we have in our house. Chalk. I mean, it's a million things. Okay? It never gets put away. Ever. 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 And I always say, put it away. Put it away. One of these days, I'm just going to throw it out.
Yeah.
And Allie didn't put it away one day. She had this gigantic plastic easel box full of pens and pencils, and it's disgusting. Typical kid stuff.
Yep.
And so Sunday, I'm trying to make dinner, and this thing is out again. And I said, Allie, put this goddamn thing away right now. And she's like, and she's trying to stuff this gigantic plastic box into a drawer that has no room.
Yikes.
Took the drawer out.
Uh-oh.
Walked right. I said, go open the door for me right now. Open the door. Open it. She went right out, opened the door, and I took it to the garbage can and emptied it out.
Yikes.
Everything.
Yikes.
Everything.
Did she cry?
Oh, yeah. And I said, now, put that thing away. She tried to put it in the bottom drawer. It wouldn't fit. I pulled the bottom drawer out. I said, open the door.
Uh-oh.
Open the door.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't until yesterday, hours before the garbage cans were to be taken to the street, that I found out that the bottom drawer was Beth's. That had our marriage license, my birth certificate,
Stupid.
and virtually every important document of our life together. Threw it all away. Yeah.
Is it gone?
No, I rescued it about an hour before the garbage can. The
Goody.
garbage man came. But
Were you
I
in
would have
full
been.
view of the neighbors when you were rooting through your own garbage can?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I made the kids do it. Yeah. I was so almost dead. Chainsaw. I tried to throw away our marriage license,
Yeah.
and I don't know what you need it
You
for.
could have been scot-free.
What do you need it for?
To prove that you're mine.
No one has ever demanded to see my marriage license.
I'm 21 years. I can't think of a single time where we had to pull that out for
Not
anybody.
once. And I'm like, why don't we throw it away? That didn't go over well.
Yeah.
You know, your birth certificate.
Well, that could
We've
come
had
in
to do
handy.
it with passports and such. We've had to pull that one out from time to
I'm
time.
not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking throwing away my birth certificate's a good idea. Yeah, honey, I want to go on that Jamaican cruise, but stupid me, threw away my birth certificate. You have fun, okay? I almost threw away it all the important stuff. I was just so pissed off,
Yeah.
so sick and tired of all this crap. I'm emptying drawers into the garbage can. Should have seen me. I was a real man of action. It was awesome.
I tell you, were rooting through your own garbage like a stray dog. That's nice.
Like an old man. Spare car parts. Trying to make ends meet.
If you did that at Boyer's house, you threw away the receipt to that transmission I bought in 1979.
Receipt that was written on a sticker label. The "Hi, I'm Bob" sticker label from some AMCO convention.
That's $20 I could write off my tax bill.
Hey, that's a deductible expense.
Almost pulled one of the biggest mistakes of my married life. Wow.
Well, you're walking on thin ice now, mister. Better straighten up and fly right for the rest of the week.
Well, Beth found out about it while we were out doing errands. The girls tell her, "Mom, you know that bottom drawer?" She's like, "Yeah." She goes, "It's empty." She goes, "Why is it empty?" And I said, "I threw it out. I threw it out because I'm sick of all the crap in the house."
That was our marriage license.
Oh.
Way to go. You're going to have your ass on Dr. Phil before you know it.
She kept saying to me, "I'm so mad at you. I can't believe you did that." I'm like, "It's all there still. Don't worry about it." Please be all there still. Please don't be ruined. Please don't be soaking in rancid banana peels.
You would have been in deep.
I'd have been dead.
1015 KGB is about to mix America's pastime with America's fast time. Stock Cars and All-Stars is your passport to a 4-day sports weekend in Chicago, the NASCAR race at Chicagoland Speedway, and a baseball All-Star game at Comiskey Park.
Plus $500 for Branson beers.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.,
Barry Bott,
Jeff Gordon,
Tony Stewart,
Jeff Kent, and you. Just keep it locked to the 1015 KGB to find out when to call in and win. You could be rounding third and headed for victory lane. With Stock Cars and All-Stars, it's a new sport.
Baseball.
From Come Out on San Diego's Classic Rock. 1015 KGB.
Shane, did the Padres play yesterday?
Yes, they did.
Shell, do you know why that's critical?
Are we to the halfway mark?
No, not yet. Getting there. No, what's critical is it was an opportunity for the Padres for the first time since virtually the beginning of the season to win 2 games in a row. Let's get to the chainsaw for hopefully some good news here on the 101. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you very much, Dave Rickard, shutting down Chris Boyer, Ruth 66. Hello again, everybody. In the sports world, last night in Colorado, the Padres had a 4-1 lead going into the 8th inning, but gave it all up, allowing the Rockies to take a 5-4 lead. The Padres were 0-39 when trailing after 8 innings this year. Well, make that 1-39 as Kogo's Jerry Coleman eventually realized that Mark Loretta's fly ball was a homer.
Coors Field, the pitch on the way. High fly ball, maybe not a strike. Way back it goes, near the wall, to the wall. That ball is over the wall. Oh, doctor! Padres go ahead, 7-5.
And Rod Beck would come in for the save, as yes, the Padres win 2 in a row for the first time since April. And Mark Loretta has improved his batting average to .313, 6 homers, 27 RBI, 13 doubles. Suddenly, second baseman Mark Loretta has emerged as a strong candidate to represent the Padres in the All-Star game. Because, there's only going to be one Padre because, they have to. Rondell White, also possible. 300 average with 11 homers. Klesko, 12 homers, but only hitting .254. So it's either Loretta or White. Loretta White. Didn't she star in The Bishop's Wife with Cary Grant and David Niven?
Who gives a rat's ass?
Oh, yeah, Loretta Young. I'm sorry. Padres Rockies again tonight. First pitch, 6:05 our time on AM 600 KOGO. Can they win 3 in a row? Well, they did it last April. Elsewhere in baseball, the Marlins brandoed the Mets, Milwaukee talkied St. Louis, the Cubs scouted Cincinnati, the Royals Olsened the Twins, Seattle slew Anaheim, and the Battle of the Sox. In a result consistent with most of America's fashion choice, white beat red. Chicago over Boston. I mean, besides Abramowitz, who wears red socks with their shorts and sandals? I mean, most of the rest of us know that sandals and shorts only look awesome in white or black socks. Occasionally gray with some stripes, but never red socks and sandals. Come on.
That's insane. You're stupid.
San Diego State Aztecs have a new athletic director after running Rick Bay out of town like a common pygmy. But it's only for 3 months. Clean Gene Bartow, the 72-year-old former UCLA basketball coach, the man who succeeded Wooden way back in the 70s, who with 6 different schools never, ever had a rules violation. Clean Gene Bartow will run the Aztecs athletic program for only 3 months, though, until a permanent sports boss can be found. And finally, in hockey, as New Jersey Devils fans still recover from the exciting Stanley Cup Championship party hosted by Joe Piscopo in the Meadowlands parking lot, amateur hockey players from all over New Mexico completed what was not only the world's longest hockey game at 125 hours, but what organizers think was the highest scoring game. The final score in the marathon fundraiser was 1,630 to 1,609 goals. But it really wasn't even that close, although the team that lost by 21 goals felt if they just had another 20 or so hours, they could have caught up. They didn't lose. They just ran out of time. Oddly, the ice had melted after 25 hours, so they skated the final 100 hours on puddling concrete. Man, those blades were dull at the end, you know?
Did you just make that up?
Whatever. 8 other sports, Dave.
That's the guy passing you on eastbound 15.
It is 6:38 and 5 seconds, and this is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my.
Chainsaw brought to you by Convoy Big Screens, announcing the opening of their new San Marcos store. Exit Nordahl off the 78. Hey, before you visit, make sure you go to 101kgb.com. There's a 10% off coupon there. 1-800-CONVOY, the number 1. That's their number for more information. Here's Ruthie.
Good morning. Messing up your ride on the coastline, southbound 5 with a crash just past Birmingham. SUV and a truck in the center divide. Traffic backed up behind that pretty much all the way back to Carlsbad Village Drive so far. Southbound 15 jam from El Norte Parkway past the 78 down to Villa Rancho Parkway. We're going to crash westbound 78 in Oceanside approaching the 5. Heat up your lunch life with Subway's new hot oven toasted subs. Try Subway's new Chipotle Southwest steak and cheese sandwich or a toasted turkey ham and bacon melt. They're served hot on fresh baked bread, now available at Subway restaurants throughout San Diego. I'm Ruth 66 with Dave Shelley and Chainsaw, 101.5 KGB.
Here's another great SBC summertime deal.
Hi, I've got a fantastic SBC offer to tell you about, so I'll get right to the point. Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, beep. Now, if you waited through all that, you're probably used to dial-up. But now if you sign up before June 30th, you can have the personalized content, custom home pages, and high speed of SBC Yahoo DSL for only $29.95 a month for the first 12 months. Guaranteed. That's our best deal ever. And it's another way. SBC summertime deals make staying connected easier and more affordable than ever before.
Call 1-866-SBC-YAHOO or log on to sbc.com/SBC-YAHOO for details. Hurry, offer ends June 30th.
New SBC DSL residential customers only. 1-year term required. Early termination fee applies. DSL Internet by SBC Internet Services. Content by Yahoo. Taxes, installation, shipping, and handling extra. Other restrictions apply.
Hey, let's face it, it's all about service. It's all about selection. And, of course, price, right? Well, Discount Tire Company's got it all. Low prices, every tire, every day. It's simple. Low prices, every tire, every day. Even on name brand tires you know and trust. Names like Goodyear and Dunlop. So why not stop in today and see for yourself why Discount Tire Company is America's favorite. Whatever the make, whatever the model, Discount Tire Company has got you covered with the world's best brands of tires and custom wheels for cars, trucks, vans, and sport utilities. So let's face it, it's all about service, it's all about selection, and it's all about price. Discount Tire Company, where customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. Check us out at Tires.com for the best deals on tires and custom wheels. Discount Tire Company. Low prices, every tire, every day.
Stunt Cars and All-Stars is brought to you by Gum Out. Got a car with more than 75,000 miles? Try new Gum Out high mileage fuel injector cleaner.
What are you having for lunch today? Chances are you don't have a lot of time or money to spend. That's why Peter Piper Pizza's new $3.99 all-you-can-eat lunch buffet is just what you need. It's fast, it's affordable, and best of all, it's delicious. Come to Peter Piper Pizza Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 and help yourself to all the pizza and salad you can eat for just $3.99. It's perfect for anyone who's in a hurry but wants something more. Choose from a variety of hot, fresh pizzas smothered in real cheese and your favorite toppings, along with salads made fresh with crisp lettuce and tasty vegetables. All you can eat, all for just $3.99. Enjoy the lunch buffet at Peter Piper Pizza in El Cajon, in the Rancho San Diego Town Center, or in National City off Highway 54 at the Highland exit. Good food, good fun, and now good for lunch. No wonder everyone's happy at Peter Piper Pizza.
Lexus designed the ES to appeal to every one of your senses. Your sense of sound with the 6-disc CD audio changer. Your sense of touch with burled walnut accents. Your sense of smell with the scent of its supple leather. Your sense of sight with its stylish lines and power moonroof. Even your sense of taste with its ultra-responsive VVTi engine that can deliver you to a restaurant at the first hint of a craving. And now they're appealing to your sense of value. Because until June 30th, you can get the ES lease with opportunities starting at just $3.99 a month for 36 months. No security deposit required. Just $3,049 excluding applicable taxes and fees due at signing on approved credit. Amount due at signing is higher in New York, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. The ES, a luxury car in every sense of the word. See your Lexus dealer in Carlsbad, El Cajon, or Kearney Mesa, or visit Lexus.com.
Call 800 USA Lexus for important lease program limitations. $3,399 excluding applicable taxes and fees due at signing on approved credit for all vehicles garaged in New York, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Offer applies to 2003 ES with premium package, wood and leather trim steering wheel, cargo net, trunk mat, and wheel locks. Not available in Hawaii. Offer ends on 6/30/03.
The transmission experts at AMCO will tell you that when you bought that car with the automatic transmission, you pretty much gave up all authority over when that thing does its magic. And the AMCO experts will also confide in you that your transmission is controlled by a handful of sensors and switches and a little black box about the size of a transistor radio. Now, problem with just one of those sensors or switches or the yards of wiring can mean that your next call should be to your San Diego County AMCO Center. About half the cars that come into AMCO don't need a new transmission, and by fixing the problem early, you're going to do the least amount of damage. AMCO is the place you want to come to because they have the latest electronic test equipment, and that lets them pinpoint the trouble. No transmission is too new or too old for my friends at AMCO. That's because they know transmissions and have 40 years in the business. AMCO Transmission Centers, they honor most extended vehicle warranties, and no matter where life's travels may take you in the great contiguous 48, AMCO Transmissions offers the best warranty, and it is valid from coast to coast. So for your car, truck, van, or SUV, whether it is a manual or an automatic, a problem with your transmission, clutch, or torque converter means you need to see one of the 11 San Diego area AMCO professionals. From the border to the North County, they await your call. Job done right at a price that's right. 800-GO-AA MCO.
Hey, get your internet connection ready. I gotta send you off to a site. This is KGB. It's the Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Radio Show. I got some little Junior Diva news for you. In terms of star power, this year has been a bit of a catastrophe for Britney Spears. Have we seen the end of Britney Spears?
No.
Yes.
No.
No?
New album coming out in the fall.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whatever. Her fan base has grown up. She's done.
Yeah. Nothing lasts.
And she certainly hasn't done a lot to ingratiate herself to her sponsors like Coca-Cola or Pepsi. I guess Pepsi when she's seen drinking a Coke.
Always
it's in her contract.
Yeah, always seen.
And she has a Coca-Cola product, even though Pepsi's writing the check.
Same thing that killed New Kids on the Block. All the kids grew up and started listening to Pearl Jam, and they were done.
It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. In terms of star power this year for Britney, last year she was ranked number 1 on the Forbes magazine Celebrity 100 list. Do you want to know where she is this year? Mm-hmm. Go ahead and take a guess. Last year, just a year ago, number one, where is she this year?
59.
15.
Not on the list.
Oh.
Wow.
Gone.
Yeah.
This is the top 100?
Yeah.
Oh.
Gone.
Flash meat pan.
Forbes bases its rankings on income plus how often a star appears on TV, in print, and on magazine covers. Halle Berry debuted this year at 29. Also new this year, Renee Zellweger at number 61. Matthew Perry made $35 million, so he's at number 25. The most overpaid celebrity? Anybody?
J-Lo?
Anybody?
Yeah.
Nope.
J-Lo. Well,
Nope. Most overpaid celebrity. Remember, it's not overpaid if you're showing up everywhere. You know,
right.
J-Lo's everywhere.
Well, then overpaid. Is it a guy?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Cruise?
No.
Justin Timberlake?
Brad?
Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey. Oh. Well, his time's about up, isn't it?
$53,000 a minute is what he gets paid, and they're still doing Frasier.
Did anybody know they were still doing Frasier?
You know, I did happen to tune in.
We've talked about
a
it.
couple of weeks ago, and it was bad.
Okay, you got your internet connection ready, guys?
Yes. Yep.
You'll enjoy this one. It's an easy website. It's Gawker, GAWKER.com. Gawker.com. Go to the website and scroll down, and there's a picture of Christina Aguilera, who's been accused of having a little bit of a fight with the Flab.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
Ouch. Oh, man.
Wow.
I can't tell if that's Christina Aguilera or Luther Vandross is back up on his feet.
That is not a six-pack. That is a beer gut.
That's a keg.
Yeah.
That's a whole keg right there. That's unfortunate.
That's a little surprising.
You'd think you'd cover that up.
Mm-hmm. Instead of slutting it up and trying
You
to make
can't
it look like
take the slut out of a girl.
like your sexy unborn twin or something.
You can't do it.
No, you can't.
Looks like she has an unborn twin.
That's nasty.
Wow.
That's tough. If we were playing Make Us Say Wow this morning, I could totally win with what I'm about to tell you. A couple weeks ago, I told you about this bishop in Phoenix who had been under investigation for covering up the sexual assault on children in his community in Phoenix of almost 500,000 in his church, covering up the abuse by priests in his diocese. And when busted on it, and he admitted it, he sent his resignation to the Pope, and the Pope refused his resignation. And his punishment was that he no longer gets to, counsel sexually abused kids. And that's it. That was his punishment.
But he still gets to move priests around who are abusing kids.
Yeah. Yesterday, that exact same bishop was arrested in a fatal hit and run, ran over a guy who's dead.
Did you see his car?
His windshield is smashed, and the front of his car is all smashed.
And he said he thought he hit an animal.
He said, I knew I hit something, but I didn't know what. There's a dead guy, and this same bishop has been arrested in the fatal hit and run. Amazing. What is going on?
Even if you thought you hit a dog or something, wouldn't
When
you
you
stop your
stop?
car?
Who
to get
doesn't
out
stop
and
when they hit something?
Why does he not burst into flames? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Hit a dog or a cat. I don't know, a dog or a cat that would smash your window.
Well, the way it was smashed, it would have had to have been a substantial, at least an 80 to 100-pound animal.
Or a 6-foot-tall
Or a
animal.
6-foot-tall animal, yeah. And usually animals are low enough to the ground that they don't bounce.
They go under.
They go under.
So he thought someone had thrown a rock at his car.
Right.
A rock?
Rock of Gibraltar.
Oh, my God. What is going on over there?
Denial, denial, denial.
I'm not saying that if they had pulled this, if this guy had resigned, he still wouldn't have run someone over, but get this guy out of the job already.
He's not the shining example you would think the church would want to hold up to people.
I bet the Catholic League's not calling him up either.
Where is the Catholic League gone?
You're a double talking liar.
Where is Carl Horst?
Where is Carl Horst?
Why doesn't he show his face lately?
I
don't
don't
get that.
know.
Huh.
I would love to have a debate with him.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to him about the state of the Catholic Church right now.
You ought to be in charge of getting rid of this guy.
Man, hit and run. A fatal hit and run. Didn't even get out to give the guy last rites.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't they supposed to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, if they're Catholic and if they're actually dying.
Well.
Yeah. You know, you could have assumed, I guess, and actually done the humanitarian thing and stopped. Jesus would have stopped.
Yeah, if he ran over me, I wouldn't mind him performing last rites over me, even though I'm not Catholic.
God.
Well, you got to think if you're dying because you've been hit by a car, that anyone there would be a comfort. Or, you know, maybe they could call an ambulance for you so you don't die on the side of the road like a dog. Good God.
Like a dog.
Like a dog.
What a guy.
I can't believe that people who are supposed to be the best examples of humanity and empathy.
I have more Make Us Say Wow news for you.
God!
Cool. I was going to say, should we play Make Us Say Wow this morning, but I think I win.
The news is making us say wow.
You know these celebrity boxing matches?
Yes.
Do you know who's in the next one?
Oh, no.
Florence Henderson against Alice.
Joey Buttafuoco?
Oh,
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
Holy
that'll be
cow.
great.
It's going to be huge.
I mean, somebody's going to give him money?
Joey says he wants it and I want it. Buttafuoco's wife, Mary Jo, shot in the face in 1992 by his 17-year-old girlfriend, Amy Fisher. Currently, he's working at an L.A. auto body shop. He says the money that they're offering is insane. The location and other details are still being hammered out. O.J. is not permitted to bring any weapons in the ring.
I wonder if he'll be able to fit into the gloves.
O.J. has some Joey and O.J. Close. O.J. has some arthritis problems. He limps around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
His mobility could be a factor, but Joey's boxing was horrible against that female wrestler Chyna. Remember her in the last celebrity match?
The one
Who won?
like a drag queen?
Joey won, but he was not impressive.
Joey Buttafuoco and O.J. Simpson in a pay-per-view celebrity boxing match.
That makes me want to hurl.
Why?
It's just nauseating.
Yeah.
Well, I hope the Goldmans get some of the money then, because that civil suit should affect everything that O.J. makes in the
They
future.
don't seem to get anything.
They don't seem to get anything. I don't understand it.
Andrew Firestone, and I did not follow this
I didn't either.
thing. It was one of these marry me, I'm a bachelor kind of things.
He's already rich and gorgeous. I don't understand why he needed the TV show.
He's on the cover of the new Us Weekly with his fiancée, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she has moved in with him and his roommate, who admits he can hear what's going on in the bedroom. And after 17 days, he was getting on her nerves. So she flew home to be with her family. She was only gone for 3 days, but Andrew wouldn't stop calling. He described their reunion at the airport as a hallmark moment, saying there was music, everything was in slow motion. Well, this is the same girl who reportedly cheated on him with Mark McGrath of Sugar Ray.
Uh-oh.
And that was after she accepted his proposal.
Uh-oh.
By the way, this is the critical part of this.
Uh-huh.
The guy is a $4-billionaire.
You're right.
He has $4 billion.
The tire fortune, the wine fortune.
And
He's got it all.
And he went on this TV show to find a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how much of a dork is this guy?
He's a huge dork.
If he can't score himself a babe with $4 billion.
He's the billboard of dorks.
The rest of the single guys might as well just kill themselves.
No kidding.
Sheesh.
Well, he had invited her to their concert that evening, Mark McGrath did, at Chicago's United Center, where the Bulls and the Blackhawks play. An eyewitness says Jen was dressed very provocatively. Blah, 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 blah. A friend says, Andrew will be making a huge mistake if he marries Jen. It's obvious she's not ready to settle down. Jen was behaving like just another rock and roll groupie around Mark McGrath. But here's the kicker. Andrew's family which is worth $4 billion, Andrew has announced there will be no prenuptial agreement.
He's an idiot dork.
I want to shake him. I want to fly to wherever he is and beat the living crap out of him.
There will be no prenuptial agreement. This is a guy whose family is $4 billion. He's got his fiancée from a TV reality show.
They must be so proud.
And there will be no prenup.
Holy smokes.
Got to think the older generation Firestones are furiously rewriting their will.
Wowie, wow.
I don't even know what to say to that. I'm
unbelievable.
appalled.
Yeah.
But we can do a round of Make Us Say Wow if you think you can beat all the stuff that I've just told you about. I don't think you can. Make Us Say Wow is an easy game. Everybody's got a story about something that happened to them that is astonishing. And if we don't involuntarily blather out a wow, well, then you move on your way. But if you catch us and we say wow, I got a lot of cool stuff for you. I got tickets to the California Speedway. I got tickets to the Cajon Speedway. I got a family 4-pack of tickets to the county fair. I got the DVD of The Recruit starring Al Pacino. You take your pick, whatever you want. 888-570-1015 is a direct connect for Make Us Say Wow. I'm not kidding, folks. I say this every time we play the game. You would not really, unless you've played the home version. You know, sit around at a bar, have everyone tell their incredible story, see if you don't just all of a sudden reflexively say, wow.
Before you even know it's coming out.
I said wow when I saw Christina Aguilera's gigantic God. That girl needs a girdle.
Or two.
Wow, that's bad. And there, I just said wow.
I know. And you don't even know you're doing it.
You don't know you're doing it. 888-570-1015 is a direct connect. If you can catch us saying wow, and sometimes we give you a wow because your story is that good, like Teddy, whose intestines fell out.
That would still that's still like a gut punch to me. Like, oh, God.
Or the lady who told the story about the lady that broke in half.
Wow.
Remember that one?
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know why that would make me laugh.
Picking a body out of the water or something, wasn't she?
Nope.
On the pot.
She was on the pot.
That's right.
And had been really hot.
And she'd been there dead for how long?
Suction.
Couple of days, and I thought she was just going to say her arm came off when they were pulling her off the pot, but nope, she broke in half.
I hope there was a courtesy flush.
Broke in half.
Yes.
Talk about your makeup job at the morgue.
Just get a bag and save the pieces.
Need one of those great big gigantic WWF belts.
I think you just torched the house. Just everything's getting cremated.
All right, we'll get you on the radio after this check on traffic. Here's Route 66.
Thank you so much. Couple of wrecks slowing things down. There's one westbound 94 at Massachusetts. Debris still left in the middle of the lanes, causing cars to swerve all the way back to Lemon Grove Ave behind it. The rest of the problems are in the North County. A crash westbound 78 in Oceanside approaching the 5. Now has traffic backed up to Jefferson. Southbound 5 itself is slow from Carlsbad Village to Cannon, and then from La Costa Avenue down to a crash past Birmingham. Slow traffic southbound 15, El Norte Parkway now to Via Rancho Parkway. And northbound 805 slows around 47th Street and then the 94, then up through North Park, then from Balboa. First Future reminds you your home is your castle. It may be your best place to get extra low interest cash. First Future's home equity loans have low rates, no closing costs, and no appraisal fees. See First Future Credit Union, an equal housing lender. I'm Ruth 66 with Dave Shelley and Chainsaw, 101.5 KGB.
This message is brought to you by the Men's Research Study.
I was having this problem with sexual intimacy. I just wasn't lasting long enough. Jane and I were pretty upset, so I decided to see a doctor. He told me that I have a medical condition. It's not impotence, but another condition that can affect men of any age. He's conducting a research study of an investigational new drug and said Jane and I may be able to participate. It's such a relief to know that we're not alone.
For more information about this study, please call 1-888-38-STUDY. You may qualify if you are at least 18 years of age, experience this condition, and are in a relationship with one female partner. Qualified volunteers receive all study-related care at no charge. That number again is toll-free 1-888-38-STUDY. That's 1-888-38-STUDY. The first step is your call.
Horsepower sale.
Get horsepower for less. Get horsepower for less.
Get more horsepower, which saves on gas for less money during Off-Road Warehouse's horsepower sale. Get a Banks power system with 50% off installation. Get a Hypertech programmer with free installation. And K&N air filters as low as $35. For 30 years, San Diego's biggest selection of off-road parts.
Get horsepower for less.
Get a lift for less. There's 3 locations. In El Cajon on Marshall, or on Balboa between the 163 and the 805, and in Escondido at Nordal on the 78. It's Off-Road Warehouse.
Hey, San Diego, what are you going to do with the money you'll save during the big summer sale from Cox Communications?
I'm buying a new putter.
Scuba gear. 200 roller coaster rides.
Act now for some of the best deals we've ever offered. Get 1 free month of Cox Digital Cable when you subscribe to any premium service. Get both HBO and Stars for just $9 per month for 3 months. That's 2 premium services for the price of 1. Get Cox high-speed internet for half price for 3 months. Or activate Cox Digital Telephone for just $10.
Hey, I could afford to call my mom every day.
Or get a whole new set of golf clubs.
Or ride the roller coaster 1,000 times.
Whatever you do, hurry. Our hot summer sale ends July 6th. Call 619-262-1122 or 760-599-6060 or visit CoxSanDiego.com. Most offers expire 7/6/03 and are available only to residential customers in Cox wired serviceable areas. Some restrictions apply. Call Cox for details.
When some dealers have a sale, it's just an illusion. They only discount a few slow movers and it's all smoke and mirrors. Hi, I'm Mike Peterson, General Manager of Tipton Honda. At Tipton, we don't do that, and we're up 30% over last year. We're saying thank you by discounting everything we have. Every Civic, every Accord, every Pilot, Odyssey, and CR-V. Over 300 vehicles all discounted. Now that's how you build a long-term relationship.
Tipton, we're in it for the long run.
At a Tipton sale, you can see exactly how much you're going to save, because it's all clearly marked on every vehicle. With today's low interest rates, Honda's high mileage, and Tipton's discounts on everything we have in stock, there's never been a better time to get just what you want. Now we believe that's how you build a long-term relationship.
Tipton, we're in it for the long run.
Tipton Honda, right next to Home Depot in El Cajon.
If you're a working adult looking to earn your degree, you don't have to look very far, because University of Phoenix, the largest private accredited university in North America, has a campus right here in town. And that means your bachelor's or master's degree could be just around the corner. At University of Phoenix, you can earn your bachelor's or master's degree in the most efficient way possible. In fact, by attending just 1 class and 1 learning team meeting per week, most students earn their degree in just 2 to 3 years. You'll learn from instructors who hold high-level positions within their field. You'll collaborate with other successful professionals in small interactive classes, and you'll earn one of the most relevant and respected degrees offered anywhere.
With campuses in over 90 cities, including San Diego, University of Phoenix is California and the nation's largest private accredited university. To learn more about our many exciting degree programs, call 1-800-MY-SUCCESS or visit us online at www.phoenix.edu. You can do this.
The Home Depot is more than a store. It's having someone you can count on to take care of the unexpected. Let's say you need to replace a leaking roof, or you want to update your home with new siding, or maybe you want to give your house a facelift with some new windows. Well, the Home Depot at-home services can have all those things installed for you and then some. When you choose at-home services, you're tapping into a network of licensed, insured professionals, experts with years of experience installing exactly what you need. And all the work is guaranteed by the Home Depot. The fact is, some things break or get old, and sometimes you need a little help replacing them. Whether it's roofing, siding, or windows, for installation you can trust, count on the Home Depot At-Home Services. Call At-Home Services at 1-800-79-DEPOT for a free in-home consultation. 1-800-79-DEPOT. The Home Depot. You can do it. We can help. License numbers available upon request.
Hey, good morning, Ben. You're on the KGB. What's going on, bud?
I'm just trying to make you guys say wow.
Go ahead.
Well, I had this little problem. Started about a week. Well, it was last week, and it started about a week before that. I was, taking a piss, and something felt kind of funny in there. And making a long story short, I felt something run down my my crank. And so nothing came out. I'm like, what the heck was that? I'm feeling on my, my crank, and there's some pain there. I'm like, oh, that must be kidney stone or something. So I basically drank a couple bottles of water, and an hour or so later, blasted it out of there.
All done? I guess so. What a storyteller.
There's no official rule like on when you try to stump the joke czar that you have to smartly hang up, but it's appreciated if you do that.
I guess. I just didn't know if he was done because I was not going to wow him on that one.
Can that even happen?
Huh?
Can that even happen?
Yeah. Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that's where it came out of boys.
Well, where did you think it came out?
It's like
His nose or something, or what?
Where'd you think it came out?
On the other end. Heck, I don't know.
Apparently not.
Then it wouldn't be connected to the kidneys. Ooh, good. Kidneys are for tinkle.
Delicately put, David.
And medically accurate.
Just trying to help out.
Okay.
How's your prostate there, Ruth?
All right, Mary Jo, you're on the KGB. Let's hear it.
You talking to me, Dave?
I am talking to you if you're Mary Jo.
Yes, Mary Jo. Summer 1965. A friend of mine asked me if I'd babysit for a neighbor. They were going to go on a picnic together. So I went over and babysat. And I had a little boy in the back room that I was watching. Halfway through the day, I was walking down the hall to pick up the little boy, and I looked in a door handle that had been broken off, and there was a baby tied up in his hands, in his legs, and the potty chair was tied to the wall.
There was a child under restraint in the house?
Yes.
Who was it?
He was 4 years old. He had the mentality of an 18-month-old baby.
Oh.
This was 1965.
So what ended up being the deal?
Well, we went to court, and she went to jail, and apparently all of her kids were taken away from her.
Oh.
I didn't even know this child was in the house. I was just told to watch one.
So this was a child of the lady that you were working for.
Right.
And she had tied it up and held it hostage.
God.
Yes. It was terrible.
Yikes.
Thought I was in a nightmare.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Sorry, no. Wow. Oh. All right. Dave, you're next.
Dave, great to be on your nationally syndicated show this morning.
Well, it's all right. I'm throwing you a bone.
Oh,
go ahead.
Hey, you brought some bad memories back here this morning.
My job. That's what I do.
Yes.
Why? What happened?
Well, yeah, it's spring cleaning time. Your wife assigned you something to clean, and I cleaned out the closet and went to get her to show her what a good job I did, and she asked where the box was. I threw it out. Well, everything was in it. The marriage license, the birth certificate, the immunization card. I looked on the top, all I saw was junk, so I threw it away.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't junk.
I was able to get mine back. What about you?
No, it took off.
It's gone.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, I threw away all that stuff.
But
I got it all back.
I'm married. So.
Okay.
Is there an effort now to maybe keep the important documents in a safe deposit box or a safe or anything? Just a drawer?
Why? You know, do you have a safe deposit box?
I do.
I don't.
I do.
It's a pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass.
You want it, you got to go all the way to the bank.
I know.
Get a safe.
Well, I had a safe, but I like the safe deposit box better.
Why?
Because you do have to go to the bank to get everything, and that it just makes it more of an effort, you know.
What a chick statement!
so that I know that something whatever's in there is indeed important because I made the effort.
It makes it that much more important because it's hard to get to.
A little bit, exactly.
It makes an event, a special event to get your birth certificate.
Yeah.
You make a day of it. It's fun.
Well, I would misplace it when I kept all that stuff in this little safe that I had because there was everything in there. It was just a bunch of crap.
Excuse me. Cuckoo! Are you kidding me?
Well, I keep it in the safe deposit box now.
Because it makes it seem that much more important?
Because I should put this better, it whittles down the things that I throw in there. The things that are marginal that I would have stuck in the safe just because it was convenient, I don't do that now. So there are a couple of things in the safe deposit box, and I know what's in there, and then when I need to go get them, I go get them. Birth certificate.
And you have
divorce
a safe.
Decree. I did. I got rid of it, actually.
Right. You threw it out?
Well,
it
was never a really, really sturdy safe. It was supposed to be fireproof.
Was it like plastic or something?
It actually was plastic.
It was a plastic safe.
With metal reinforcement in the doors.
Mm.
So it wasn't that much of a stronghold.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. One of those Price Club $100 jobs?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. It's going to be Art next year on Make Us Say Wow. What's up, Art?
Hey, why would you buy a plastic safe anyways?
I'm not sure about that.
Cuckoo. Hey, before I turned the age of 22, I was held hostage in 3 different armed robberies.
Good God.
Yep. The first one I was...
Must be very popular, Art.
Yeah, I know. It was very popular back then. You know, they couldn't live without me.
What happened to you?
Well, when I was 15, I was playing pinball with my friends in a Circle K, and 3 guys ran in with shotguns, and one held the door shut, and one grabbed me and shoved me over to the counter. When I was about 18, we were down in fishing for beer. Imagine that, me.
Fishing for beer?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, you stand out in front of a store and you wait for someone who's actually 21 and ask them to buy you beer.
Gotcha.
Okay. And we went in to buy some chips, and a guy ran in behind me and stuffed me up against the counter with a .44 and demanded money. And then the third time, I was off of University at a liquor store there, and we were going to a keg party, and we just purchased 3 kegs. And same thing, guy came in the store behind us, saw that we had unloaded a large amount of cash, and chose me again. And that time, I really thought I was going to get shot, because third time's a charm, so I thought that was it for me. I was getting kind of used to it at that point. So,
I'd stop hanging out in those places if I were you.
Yeah, needless to say, I don't drink anymore.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, all right, thanks a lot. See ya. Brian, you're next year on Make Us Say Wow. Let's hear it. No winners so far, Brian.
Hey, you're a one-dumb son of a bitch.
I know that.
I wasn't able to hear your show yesterday, but this kind of goes, I heard it last night on Bromo's show last night, but this kind of goes along with my Father's Day that sucked. Saturday night, my wife wasn't feeling good, and so she was really having some pain in her belly, so we took her to the hospital. Come to find out, my wife had an appendicitis. So we had taken the kids, my in-laws came and picked up the kids, and the kids were down at my in-laws' house, and they were down there Sunday for Father's Day, and I was with my wife. They were going to take her in for surgery on Sunday. So Sunday, we're in the hospital with my wife, and my mother-in-law calls me frantically on the phone to tell me that my father-in-law was riding his motorcycle with my son, and they crashed, and my father-in-law was at a hospital in Chula Vista. He was probably going to be okay, but my son is at Children's Hospital still. He has his collarbone is shattered, his upper part of his arm is shattered, and his elbow is shattered, and he's probably he's had he had a surgery on Sunday, so I was with my wife in the morning for surgery, with my son in the afternoon for surgery. My wife's still in the hospital. My son is going to have surgery tomorrow, and he probably.
Your son is the one with all the smashed stuff?
Yeah, my son's arm is completely shattered. His right arm. My father-in-law, he has all kinds of road rash. He was out of the ER in no time. But my son's still in the hospital. My wife's still in the hospital.
How old is your boy?
My boy, he's 9. He just turned 9 in April, and he's supposed to be getting out of school on Friday. Doesn't look like he's going to be graduating with the rest of the class, but that's all right.
What's the prognosis for his recovery?
Well, he has surgery tomorrow. They briefly went in and cleaned up some of the stuff on Sunday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, they're going to go in and they're going to try to repair the collarbone, but they're not sure what they're going to do with the elbow and the arm yet. But they said it'll probably be quite a few surgeries and lots of outpatient.
Jeez.
So
that was
my great Father's Day.
He could have won 2 contests, yesterday and today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shelley gave you one.
Thanks.
Doesn't help much, does it?
The good news is you won Padre tickets. Hold on.
Good God.
Boyer never wows.
I'm pretty tough on this stuff.
He's a wow vault.
But I did give one to Line 5, which didn't make it to the air. The story you said, come here. The Shelley story.
Yeah.
And that was totally involuntary.
Yeah, we excused one of the participants.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Too hurtful to miss Dunn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Joe, you're next year on the KGB.
Hey.
What's your story on Make Us Say Wow?
It's official. My wife has my testicles in a jar sitting on a cabinet covered with crochet. Yesterday, I voluntarily threw away my porn. I had magazines, VHS tapes, DVDs. I even had a beta cassette that said The Best of John Holmes.
Okay, when's your trash day and what's your address?
Well, check this out.
Help a brother out.
She was ticked off because she found a bank statement that said I deposited like $300, but now it's gone. And I never told her about those $300. So yesterday, when I didn't know she knew about that. So yesterday when she got home, proud to have lost my manhood, I tell her, hey, babe, look in the trash can. She didn't even look in the trash can. The porn is still there, sitting on top. And you know that guy that, it's an old story. He killed someone and he buried his heart under the floorboard.
Yes.
And you could feel the heart beating.
Yes.
Telltale heart.
Moans and screeches coming out of my trash can.
Yeah, but they were sexy modes.
You got the telltale porn. Edgar Allan Poe.
Why are you so big?
Thank you, Joe. He's hearing moans and screeches coming from his carcass. All right. We're doing Make Us Say Wow this morning. A lot of good prizes. Only one winner so far. Shelley coughing one up because a little kid.
Well, I mean, come on.
Little kid gets an owie and Shelley right away.
Motorcycle crash, everything shattered, and his wife is in the damn hospital, too. Wow.
Whatever.
Oh, God.
Did we do our 7 o'clock, Ruth?
We did.
Beautiful. We're actually caught up. Stand by. Round 2, Make Us Say Wow. Chainsaw Sports. It's all coming up. The KGB.
You've seen past winners of KGB's Miss World Class on posters, websites, billboards, and national TV shows. Now it's time for San Diego to see you. Want to be showered with $15,000 in cash and prizes, including a Santa Ana pool table from Olhausen Game Room Superstore,
a lady's necklace from Ed Benjamin & Sons Fine Jewelry,
a designer spas of Kearney Mesa Jacuzzi,
an F Street romance bed,
a Vegas vacation from Harrah's Rincon Casino and Resort,
and a fat XR50 from the Fun Bike Setter. Then call the KGB Promotions Department at 858-522-5571.
We've got a tiara and sash with your name on it. If your name is Miss World Class 2003. from O'Doul's and San Diego's Classic Rock. 101.5 KGB.
Imagine telling your kids snacking is a good thing. Now you can with Dr. Soy Healthy Snackers. Great nutrition that tastes so good, kids will think it's a candy bar. Dr. Soy Healthy Snackers at your favorite grocer or drsoy.com.
Are you looking for serious, in-depth
entertainment
news? You know, behind-the-scenes stories of movies you see every day. Do you want exclusive coverage of local
theater
events and who's who of beautiful people in your community? Then you should get
Currents Weekend In,
Friday's Union Tribune. You'll get the latest facts on the fashion industry. Details on over here, celebrity politics, like important matters of the state of style. And who's been in the public eye, playing kissy-kissy with someone other than her boyfriend? Get the inside story with
Currents Weekend In,
Friday's Union Tribune.
If you can't get enough entertainment, pick up the new Currents Weekend section in Friday's Union Tribune. Find it on newsstands or call today to subscribe. 1-800-533-8830. Currents Weekend, San Diego Entertainment, inside and out.
So far, only one winner this morning on Make Us Say Wow. 888-570-1015 is a direct connect here on the KGB. Everybody's got an incredible story. Some have more than one. Here's Diana. Hi, Di.
Hi.
What's going on, girl?
Nothing. Just listen to your radio station. I want to tell you I love you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's going on? What's your story?
Well, 2001 October, I was homeless out there in El Cajon.
Why?
Right by the Boll Weevils.
Why?
Why was I homeless?
Yes,
Down
why?
on my luck.
Down on your luck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 5 months. Anyway, I got in a confrontation with the Jack in the Box burger guy.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, and at McDonald's, I walked over to Boll Weevils, and I had a kitchen knife in my purse, and I was going to throw it away, and I set it up on the table, and I guess he called the cops on me, and the cop came and said he was going to blow my
Oh, righty. Still not allowed on the radio.
Ouch. Can someone check, is my neck broken? That took it out of me. Didn't
Me
see
too.
that coming.
Me too.
Wow.
I don't know why that bothers me so much because during commercials, I always say,
Sure.
effing Boyer.
I know.
Effing Boyer effed up again.
But it's different when we say it.
All right.
Me and Asner.
Really?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Let me take Jim next year on the KGB. How you doing there, Jim?
Real good. Hey, Dave, you're a little slow on that button.
No, I got it on the radio. When you're on hold, you get the director's cut. You get to hear it all.
You hear what we hear.
Yeah. I got it on the radio, though, I promise you.
All right. I'd like to tell you guys about the story about me mowing the lawn. I was over at my dad's house. I was about 100
Lawnmowers.
yards
Never good.
away from the front door. I'm out by the street mowing the lawn, and I'm going through some real thick grass. So it slows down the blades, so I stop.
So I'll reach in there and grab all the thick grass out with my hand.
Well, you know, there was a clutch on the lawnmower. When you pull the clutch, the blade stops spinning. Well, the clutch slipped. And to this day, that is why my nickname's Foreplay.
Oh.
I got my hand caught. I lost my middle finger.
Your flipping finger?
How frustrating for you.
Flipping finger.
He's the anti-flipper.
Yeah.
He
flips a Mirage.
What is it?
I have another one.
Well,
you know, who... Hey, Jim, no offense.
And here comes the offensive
Here
part.
comes the offensive part.
Right.
All right.
People who stick their hands into lawnmowers don't deserve their fingers.
I've been doing it for 15 years. You know, you get lazy. Any job that you do continuously, you get lazy at it. And, well, needless to say, I don't do lawns anymore.
Yeah. What was your other story you wanted to tell me?
I didn't have another story. It was just a lawnmower story.
Oh, I thought
I think he was saying he had another finger.
Oh, okay. Good. You stick your hand into a lawnmower
Sorry.
or any other propeller device.
Meat cutter.
aircraft carrier, plane, things like that, you don't deserve your fingers.
Boat
you just
prop.
don't.
Right.
I mean, if it's a mistake, that's one thing. But if you purposely say, hey,
I know.
I'll unclog that lawnmower with my hand.
With it running. Stupid.
It's hard to... Yeah, it's not make us call you stupid. Although that's a good bit. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Make us call you stupid.
Yes. Now, this is going to be really tough. I think our wow muscle has really been exercised, but the stupid muscle, that's going to be tough.
All right, we're going to add that to the list of things we're doing this morning. If you did something really stupid, call us up, tell us your story, and if we call you stupid...
You win. In so many ways.
Stupid.
On so many levels.
I got to think of my own make us say your stupid story. I'll tell you one.
Everyone's got a stupid
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll come up with one for you. Here's Chainsaw with an update on sports here at the KGB. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you, David, and hello again, everybody. In the sports world, the Padres had not won 2 games in a row since April and were looking good in the 8th inning last night in Colorado, leading 4-1, but they threw it all away just to make Bruce Bochy look ridiculous.
She threw it all away just to make me look ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
And a man in my position can't afford to be made to look ridiculous.
Allowing 4 runs, the Rockies took a 5-4 lead into the 8th. But Mark Loretta came up in the 9th with 2 runners on base.
Balls, 1 strike, 1 down. Wild finish here. Coors Field, the pitch on the way. High fly ball, maybe not a strike. Way back it goes, near the wall.
It's gone, Jerry.
Ball is over the wall.
There you go.
Oh, doctor! Padres go ahead, 7-5.
Rod Beck would convert the save. The Padres win 2 in a row for the first time in 48 games. Padres second baseman Mark Loretta has been on fire. Had the big homer last night. He's now batting .313 and is challenging Rondell White for the Padres All-Star spot. Loretta, not only a fine hitter, but a nice glove at second. Tremendous hands, great hands. Never stuck one in a lawnmower. Great. He has Clinton-esque hands. Because, according to Hillary, Bill Clinton just has great hands.
He has these beautiful hands, very long fingers. And I've watched those hands age along with us over all these years. And I just kind of mark our relationship in watching those hands over decades now.
Whatever's wrong with you, if you can possibly put your hand on it, do it.
I've done it since I was a boy, and I'm going to keep right on doing it until I can't do it anymore.
He could have had any woman in the world, but none could match the beauty of his own hand.
But when Bill got tired of his hands, or Monica, according to Hillary, Bill had one other option during those dark days.
Buddy was the only member of our family who wanted to be with Bill. I think that's fair to say.
Padres Rockies play again tonight. First pitch, 6:05. San Diego State Aztecs have a temporary athletic director, Clean Gene Bartow, who with 6 schools has never had a rules violation in his career. He'll step in for 3 months until they find a permanent replacement for Rick Bay, who they recently told this.
Now you get the hell out of here!
One of Bartow's first moves will be to make sure the Aztec mascot won't tease the pep band anymore.
And if that Goomba tries any rough stuff, you tell him I ain't no band leader.
Did you know that Clean Gene Bartow was the man who succeeded the legendary John Wooden as coach of the UCLA Bruins back in 1975?
Yeah, I heard that story.
Let me tell you something. Back in 75, UCLA, not only the premier basketball school, but they had some cheerleaders. Man, they had this one cheerleader back then that I wound up dating, and, well, I don't want to tell the story.
She was beautiful. She was young. She was innocent. She was the greatest piece of ass I ever had, and I've had them all over the world.
Well,
this is the business we've chosen.
And sometimes it's embarrassing. In other sports, David.
Really? Okay, we'll continue with make us say, wow.
Or
make us say stupid. I have so many to choose from, but my most recent that I'm thinking of is 2 frozen hamburger patties.
Yes.
Only need 1.
Yeah.
Took the sharpest, pointiest knife
No.
I could. And holding the 2 hamburger patties in my left hand and with my right hand, furiously stabbing away
Good idea.
at the middle of those hamburger patties, I successfully separated them and deeply stabbed myself in my own hand.
Go, evolution boy, go.
Stupid. Thank you. Think about a make us say stupid during this break here, folks. I want one from everyone on the show.
Well, I already did one about the kidney stone coming out the way.
The kidney stones came out your butt.
That's pretty stupid.
Ruth, kidneys are for Tinkle.
Yeah, got it.
And this last sportscast may have qualified for me.
Chainsaw brought to you by Express Tire. Summer sale is on now. Buy 3 Toyo tires and get the 4th tire for free. For the nearest location, call 1-888-EXP Tire. What qualifies as stupid? I don't know. I don't think diving headfirst into a shallow pool and scraping up your face is stupid.
Just the chin, the
I
part that
think
sticks
doing
out.
it a second time
Whatever.
is stupid.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Who would do something so stupid?
Let's hear it, Shell. Come on.
Well, I dove into the pool and I hit my chin because the water was shallow. And a little bit later, I did it again.
Why would you do it again?
Why not?
Hammered?
Maybe.
Must have been.
But we were using the buddy system, so it was all good.
So your buddy
I
jumped
don't think you had a very
you?
good buddy.
Really?
Jack Daniels, I think.
Oh, that's your new buddy.
All right. Ruth, did we do traffic? All right.
Slow traffic continues south 1578 now to Villa Rancho, then Poway Road all the way to Mira Mesa. South 5 jam from Palomar Airport Road on the coast all the way down past a crash at Birmingham. Northbound 805 stop and go from the South Bay from Plaza up to the 94, then Balboa to the 52. Have a delicious Domino's pizza delivered. Get a coupon for $6 off admission to the Wild Animal Park. Call Domino's, the pizza delivery experts while supplies last. See coupon for details. I'm Ruth 66 with Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw, 101.5 KGB.
I also have that clever time that I installed a light in the house and I killed the phone system.
Whatever.
They're not connected.
They are now.
I did it. Beat that.
Picture the beautiful California coastline. The white-capped waves, majestic mountains, river valleys, birds flying, and a washing machine. Normally, these things wouldn't go together, but maybe they can. Because if that washing machine has an Energy Star label, it uses 50% less energy and 40% less water than other models. That helps it fit into the picture a little better, doesn't it? In addition to saving natural resources, Energy Star washing machines save money, too. First, by lowering your energy costs by about $100 a year compared to a 10-year-old washing machine. And second, because you could get a $75 rebate on qualified models. The picture just gets prettier and prettier, doesn't it? Check with your local utility for details. Saving energy. It's a way of life.
Paid for by Efficiency Partner.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater.
Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater.
Shunning the conveniences of modern inline skates, you prove that real men do it on 8 pink polypropylene wheels.
A pretty pink wheels.
The crouched one-leg extension, the squat and spin, every move as tight as your shorts.
A giddy-up cowboy.
Yes, your station is tuned to all disco all the time. And bravely, so is your haircut.
Very foxy.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater, and know that we fully support real artistic expression. But enough about that. Let's roller skate.
Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Stunt Cars and All Stars is brought to you by Gum Out. Got a car with more than 75,000 miles? Try new Gum Out high mileage fuel injector cleaner.
Summer's here, it's all back, and Disneyland is where it's at.
It's all about fun this summer at Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure theme parks. And right now, Southern California residents can get the upper hand on all the summer fun. because you can play 4 days at the Disneyland Resort for just $79 with Disney's Play 4 Days Pass. Come when you want, any 4 days you choose until September 30th. Check out what's new, like Playhouse Disney Live on Stage Show and Disney's Aladdin, a musical spectacular at Disney's California Adventure Park, and the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh at Disneyland Park. Ride all your favorite attractions like the Indiana Jones Adventure and soaring over California again and again. There's so much to do, you'll need way more than a day to enjoy it all. And with Disney's Play 4 Days Pass, you get 4 for just $79. Offer valid through September 30th, 2003 within zip codes 98000 through 93999. Ticket valid for 4 admissions, 1 park per day. Restrictions and blockout dates apply. All tickets, attractions, and entertainment are subject to change without notice. Get your Disney's Play 4 Days Pass today and go for it.
It's our favorite time of year, and we're glad to be here.
Now that you can get SBC all-distance connections, you'll never have to cut your long-distance calls short.
And then Margaret said, well, why did you leave the cocoa out of the recipe like I did it intentionally? And I
Mom,
said,
wait, you've been telling me about this for an hour. Isn't this getting expensive?
Oh, no, I've got the SBC all-distance service.
Oh, yeah.
With all-distance service, you get both local home service and unlimited nationwide long-distance for just $48.95 a month. Anytime, anywhere in the U.S. from your home phone.
So anyway, I said to her, if you think...
Mom.
Oh, there's a squirrel outside on the elm tree.
Right now, you also get voicemail, caller ID, and more.
Now it's looking at me.
Mom.
Hello, squirrel.
Say goodbye to worrying about your long-distance bill and say hello to all-distance service. Visit SBC.com or call 1-877-PIC-SBC to sign up and to find the right combination of services for you.
Long distance provided and priced by SBC Long Distance includes SBC California local residential service and certain extra features. Taxes, fees, universal service, extended area service, and installation extra. Excludes calling card calls and long distance for business or internet. Availability and credit restrictions apply.
You know how daunting it can be sometimes trying to figure out what to get someone for, I don't know, birthday, anniversary, graduation, whatever. Well, here's the best gift idea to come along in quite a while. If you're looking to treat someone and you want to do something totally original, send her a pajamagram. Yeah, this is a fantastic prize. She's going to get the softest pajamas along with free lavender bath tea and a gift card, all delivered in a keepsake hat box. Could you possibly have thought of that yourself? Lavender bath tea? Come on, Boris. I don't think so. This is awesome. To send a pajamagram gift, you go online, pajamagram.com, or call 800-GIVE-PJs. That's give and then PJS, and they're going to help you choose the perfect pair. They have brands that she knows and loves, Nick and Nora, Crabtree and Evelyn. They're made from premium fabrics like Egyptian cotton to keep her cool on those hot summer nights. Plus, they're not just pajamas. They have gowns, robes, slippers, great spa products, too. Just visit pajamagram.com or call 1-800-GIVE-PJs. That's pajamagram.com. Okay, we've kind of segued from make us say wow to make us say stupid. I've given you a couple of mine so far. Shell's got her fantastic swimming story. Boyer, do you have one for us?
Yeah, kinda.
I'm not that stupid.
I was welding on my Scout.
2 irons together to make a croque monsieur?
I tried that.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're welding what?
Welding the frame of my Scout. There's a little crack in the frame, so I got the thing, I'm welding it up, and I have my arm right underneath where I'm welding. And a big molten ball, 2 of them, a molten ball of hot steel drop off and burn right through my flame retardant jacket. Not flameproof, flame retardant, and into my arm.
Not very retardant.
Nope, and I have 2 nice things right there where it dug in about 1/8 of an inch and just burned and sizzled and popped and cracked like bacon.
Owie.
It was like, ah!
I'll bet.
it still hurts.
Yeah.
And all I had to do was, just move my arm 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
So
Did
I
the
have the
stuff
time.
stick to you for a while?
Yeah, because my arm was.
I've had that.
Dropped down and in.
Yeah. I have the time that I was grilling back when I was still living at my mom and dad's house, and it was one of these just quintessential Chicago summer afternoons where a big old thunderstorm was rolling in. You could feel it. You could smell it. You could taste it.
Yep.
And I was grilling out on the driveway, and as the first drop started to fall, I thought, I better drag this grill into the garage.
Uh-huh. How'd that go?
Fine.
Yeah.
No problems.
Yeah.
And, it's hot. You got a pair of shorts on and nothing else.
Sure.
You're barefoot, no
Yeah.
shirt. I mean, the humidity's 100%. And then you step on one of the hot coals that you shook out of the grill.
Supposed to do that.
And you jump up because you feel like you just stepped on a rock, and you come down on the other foot on the hot coal. Why? Because you're stupid.
That's it.
Didn't burn the chicken, though.
Hey.
Jane, you got one for me?
Well, I think the most notorious would be the one where I was pumping gas one morning and and on the way to work, and I figured, I'm pretty sure that I took the nozzle out of the car there. Don't look back.
Right.
Don't look.
Don't double check. My neck kind of hurts. Don't do the
Right.
swivel. Just drive off and yank the thing out of the gas pump. $600 later. Clang, clang, clang. It was like I was married with cans following me. Now, no, that's the gas pump and its attachments.
Every time, and I'm not kidding, every time I fill up my gas tank, I make extra certain that I don't pull a chainsaw. I think of you every time.
See, it's the memory test
I know
like
it
we
is.
had yesterday.
Right. Yes.
It's that little trick.
And I take the nozzle out and I put it back in the pump because I don't want to do what chainsaw did.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, you also have the wonderful when your family almost lost their lives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We were all playing Uno around the big table.
I love Uno.
75-year-old grandfather at the time, father-in-law, me, and then there's another 74-year-old and another 75-year-old, and then various relatives of multiple generations sitting around a big dinner table.
People who've made it through World War II and the Great Depression.
And my sister-in-law had this attachment on her keychain, which I thought was a lighter. Here, let me flick it. Pepper spray right in the middle of the Uno table. And, of course, this was up in Sonora in the Sierra Nevada, and it was about 25 degrees outside, and that's where everyone had to go hacking and coughing onto the porch in 25-degree weather. And I'm telling you, one of the guys had a triple bypass, and here he was going... It was like I could have killed somebody, but thank God I didn't.
Did you mace your family right when you got like a wild draw 4? Because that's what I would do.
Oh, dang it.
Wild draw 4. Hey, what's this? Definitely.
When you mace the family.
Scott, you're on a KGB. What stupid thing did you do?
Well, I thought I'd save time one morning because my shirt was ironed, but I forgot to iron the collar. So I had the shirt on me, thought I'd iron the collar, and I accidentally missed and hit my neck.
Hit your neck!
Stupid.
Stupid,
Well, you know, who wants to take the shirt off, put it on the ironing board, tuck it in again?
Right. So you were smart. You did it on your... Yeah.
So you ironed your neck.
Well, yeah, I was trying to hit the collar and I missed.
Uh-huh.
And people thought I had a hickey, but then I had to explain, no, it's actually not a hickey. I burned my neck with the iron with the shirt still on.
Right.
Stupid! Thank you. Now quiet talking James.
Oh, he did something stupid.
With a mellow, quiet, stupid thing.
I'm still laughing about Chainsaw macing his family.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Funny.
Well, it was Thanksgiving, and I was making whipped cream for the pumpkin pie, and those hand mixers where the cord always gets loose and drops out.
Yeah.
And it did it and dropped right down in the whipped cream, and without even thinking about it while the plug is still plugged in.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, you know how whipped cream tastes so good.
Oh, no.
Put it right in my mouth, and as I put it in my mouth, I realized this was stupid.
Uh-oh.
It felt like I was an extension of that cord, and someone just whipped it, you know, and I just snapped like a wet towel, went flying back, and no one saw me, and I was really glad that no one saw me, and then I was really bummed that no one saw me because it was so funny. So good. And it's still being told around, that was 15 years ago, still.
Stupid!
Stupid.
I gotta go. I can't talk to someone as stupid as you. Hello, Debbie.
Hi, how are you doing today, Dave?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good. First of all, I was a nurse. It was a few years ago, and I was teaching a class on how to give injections. So always telling everybody to read their bottles, always read your bottles before you, draw your medication up. Needless to say, I was wearing contacts one day on the weekend. I went home. Why anybody keeps super glue in their medicine cabinet in the bathroom, I don't know. Did not read the bottle, put the super glue in my eye, and it automatically just shut. And I ripped it apart, pulled it apart, had no eyelashes. Luckily the contact was there, and it saved my eye. This is very stupid.
God, that's awful.
Oh, man.
And you wowed.
Did I?
You just wowed.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't even know it. Yeah. So your eye was saved because you put the super glue on the contact. That's the only reason you still have your vision, probably.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Wow.
It was. So I try not to tell my staff that, now, being an administrator, but, but I let them know and make sure they...
Why do you keep super glue in the medicine chest?
Same reason you look at the sun too long. It's fun.
I thought this was a stupid instead of a wow.
I have never figured that one out yet.
Oh. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. Hey, Gary, you're on... you're stupid. That's the name of the bit. You're stupid. Let's hear it.
Dave.
Dude.
This one might actually make you say, wow, dude. But last Halloween, I got some firecrackers, and my wife said, hey, let's blow up the pumpkin.
Your wife said that?
Well, she doesn't know, so she thought that, one single firecracker would, make the pumpkin, dust.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't, and I knew it wasn't. So I said, look, I'll put a little hole in this pumpkin, I'll put the little firecracker in there, light it, and show you that it doesn't do anything. So I took a Bic pen, and with the capped end toward my hand, I placed it against the pumpkin and rammed my open palm onto the end of the pen. Well, the force of my hand drove the pen cap directly into the pen and drove the pen head into the palm of my hand.
Sure.
And stuck it there.
Yeah.
Making only a small divot in the pumpkin. As I pulled the pen out, I've heard stories of this, but I've never actually experienced this. The blood was squirting from my palm with every beat of my heart.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Jesus. That's pretty bitches.
Pretty cool.
To call you stupid would be an insult to stupid people.
All right.
I've known sheep that could outwit you.
Jamie.
I've worn dresses with higher IQs, but you think you're an intellectual, don't you, Abe?
All right, settle down. 888-570-1015 is a direct connect. The bit we're doing is You're Stupid.
Or we could call it, wow, you're stupid.
We'll get you on the radio next year, the KGB.
Hey, baby. Harvey here for Bally's Las Vegas. Are you looking for a classic Vegas joint with all the fixins? A place where high-rolling hepcats and bombshell betties party all night long? Well, think Bally's, baby. At Bally's, we promise classic Las Vegas. And right now, we're offering the Vintage Vegas package at Bally'sLasVegas.com. The Vintage Vegas package at Bally's puts you in the middle of all the white-hot summer action. This is a non-stop throwback to the glory days, baby. The Vintage Vegas package includes everything you'll need to experience Vegas right. 2-for-1 tickets to the Glam Gal Showgirl Extravaganza, Dawn Arden's Jubilee. 2-for-1 admission to the new Bally's Spa. $50 in delicious dining values and a discount book valued at over $1,000.
To get your Vintage Vegas package, call 1-800-7-BALLYS or visit us at Bally'sLV.com for best rates and offers based on availability. Offer not valid for meetings or groups.
Let's call it the ooh factor. That little vibe you get when you sit in a Mercury Mountaineer and you realize it's different from the rest of the pack. It's not just the smooth ride from the independent suspension. It's not just the bright friction-trimmed interior that looks so clean and refined, or the way the third row seat disappears into the floor. It's the way it all comes together that makes you quietly say to yourself, ooh. And of course, here's the ah factor. Your choice of 0% APR financing for 60 months or $3,000 cash back during the Spring Adventure SUV event. Mercury Mountaineer. Test drive one today at your California Lincoln Mercury dealer. Amount finance is $1,667 per month per thousand finance regardless of down payment. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. For APR and cashback on a purchase, take delivery from dealer stock by 7903. Offer subject to change. See your California Lincoln Mercury dealer or visit mercuryvehicles.com for details.
Hey, let's face it, it's all about service. It's all about selection. And, of course, price, right? Well, Discount Tire Company's got it all. Low prices, every tire, every day. It's simple. Low prices, every tire, every day. Even on name brand tires you know and trust. Names like Goodyear and Dunlop. So why not stop in today and see for yourself why Discount Tire Company is America's favorite. Whatever the make, whatever the model, Discount Tire Company has got you covered with the world's best brands of tires and custom wheels for cars, trucks, vans, and sport utilities. So let's face it, it's all about service, it's all about selection, and it's all about price. Discount Tire Company, where customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. Check us out at tires.com for the best deals on tires and custom wheels. Discount Tire Company. Low prices, every tire, every day.
Another soldier has been killed in Iraq, and San Diego police make at least one arrest in connection with Sunday's gang shooting at Mission Bay. Get the latest news 24 hours a day on News Radio 600 KOGO.
The sound you're hearing is Team Lexus racing the IS at Daytona Motor Speedway. But see if you can place this one. That's the sport-tuned IS taking the corner of 5th and Elm. You see, the IS driving down the road is so much like the IS we race, it's hard to tell them apart. The Lexus IS, it handles like a performance car because it is. And now till June 30th, 2003, you can get the 5-speed manual sedan or e-shift with lease opportunities starting at just $329 a month for 39 months. No security deposit required. Just $3,429, excluding applicable taxes and fees due at signing on approved credit for all states except New York, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. See your Lexus dealer in Carlsbad, El Cajon, or Kearney Mesa, or visit Lexus.com.
Call 800 USA Lexus for important lease program limitations. $3,779, excluding applicable taxes and fees, due at signing on approved credit for all vehicles garaged in New York, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Offer applies to 2003 IS 5-speed or e-shift with all-season tires with 17-inch 5-spoke alloy wheels, leather Xane value package, rear spoiler, trunk mat, cargo net, and wheel locks. Not available in Hawaii. Offer ends on 6/30/03.
So, Lisa, can I get you something to drink?
A cold beer would be nice.
Oh, that's a tough one, Duncan.
Aye, she left him wide open and he's in a rough spot. He'll not be happy with that.
Well, how does he now get himself out of danger and back in serious contention?
As you can see on his face, he's desperately trying to decide on the best approach.
He's consulting with his partner, Furry Johnson, on this one.
Well, Furry has certainly seen it all before, so here we go. Let's see how he plays it.
Excuse me, could we have 2 Michelob Lights over here, please?
Oh, that's a great call.
Very well played. He went through all the options, cool as a halibut if you like, and chose the Michelob Light. You have to admire that kind of high-pressure decision-making in such a young man, Mike.
Yes, and just look at the smile on his face as he acknowledges the crowd, Duncan.
Michelob Light. Official beer of the PGA Tour. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Chevrolet moves California with style, with excitement, with the California Edition Chevy Impala. This special edition comes with 16-inch aluminum wheels, bucket seats, CD player, spoiler, and cruise control, all included. And now get $3,000 cash back and drive away in your California Edition Chevy Impala for around $20,000. That's right, a Chevy Impala with $3,000 total cash back for around $20,000. Based on MSRP of $23,146 less cashback offer, tax, title, license, and other optional equipment extra. Available to California residents only. Take delivery by 7703. Plus, current and retired military personnel get $750 military bonus cash for a total of $3,750 total cash back on a California Edition Chevy Impala. Proof of military service required. See dealer for details. Take delivery by 9/30/03. Just another way Chevrolet helps you move your own way. Visit us online or see your San Diego County Chevy dealer today.
Trying to feel better about ourselves, we're listening to you tell us how stupid you are.
And we love it.
This is KGB, the Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Radio Show. Mike, you're on the KGB. Let's hear your story.
Well, I clean up wedding receptions at this courtyard up in Rancho Bernardo on, whenever they have weddings. I was up there one night, and a little side note on it is I usually have somebody else working with me. That particular night, I was fighting with my girlfriend. I was mad or something. I wanted to work by myself or whatever, so I was down there by myself. And I pull a lot of recycling out of the, when I'm dumping the trash, I pull a lot of aluminum cans and stuff out of there, and I had about a dozen of them or so lined up on the ground, where I dumped them out and drained them or whatever, and I had them lined up, and I was stomping the snot out of them because I was angry, and I was giving them a real good stomp, and I got about halfway through the line, and the most excruciating pain I've ever felt in my life shot through my foot, and I collapsed to the ground, and I didn't know what had happened. I mean, I thought, maybe the can had torn, having an aluminum can will tear, and I sliced my foot or something.
Yeah.
Well, no. Somebody had placed a pencil inside of one of the cans, and it went right through my foot. It just happened to catch my shoe at the right spot on a seam on the tread, and went right through my shoe, right through my foot, and
damn.
So I got to go to the emergency room.
Yeah.
And that hurt even more than the rock in the face that I caught on my motorcycle, Dave.
Yeah.
If you remember that one.
Oh, I do remember that one.
Yeah.
Could you write with the pencil?
No. Boy, I'll tell you,
with his pencil-y foot?
I thought maybe you
like
left
sign
a trail.
his name?
Yeah, just as you were walking over to the hospital.
Yeah, they had to sign the papers when he gets to the hospital. Just stick your foot up here.
I didn't have a cell phone at the time. Thankfully, there was a payphone there that I could crawl to, and I still, for the first 10 minutes while I was waiting for somebody to come and get me, I didn't know what had happened. I couldn't. All I knew is that every time I touched my shoe, there was no touching my shoe. Oh. And the first nurse at the emergency room kept wanting, well, we got to take the shoe off. Well, we got to take the shoe off. And every time she touched it, I was like, no.
How'd they get the shoe off? Did they have to cut it off or something?
Well, yeah, I don't know. They finally came and gave me some morphine, and I was, okay, go ahead. Take
morphine. Take the shoes. Take my foot off if you want.
Look, I can write with it.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Oh.
Jeremy, you're on. You're stupid. What's up, bud? Jeremy?
Hey, what's going on?
Talking to you, bud.
Good, I'm doing all right. I was in high school, it was about 10 years ago, and I was in a drama class, and I was like the part of the production crew. We had these big, tall poles that went in the back behind the stage. There was about a 20-foot ceiling. There was these poles that went from the ground to the ceiling, and then off those came poles that went to the wall, and we used them to stack flats, like production stuff in between them so we saved more room. Well, one of the fluorescent bulbs went out on the roof of the room, so I thought, I'll be a good guy. I'll go up there and change it for him. I climb up one of these poles, so my feet are about 13 feet off the ground. I'm up on this pole trying to get this fluorescent bulb out of the ceiling, and you know how they go in and twist? And
yeah, they're difficult. They're difficult. They're a pain in the ass.
I'm fighting with this thing. I'm like 17 years old. I'm no genius, but, I can take a fluorescent bulb out. For some reason it wouldn't come out, so I pull a butterfly knife out of my pocket, thinking, I'll pry it out. I stuck it where the prongs actually go in to the outlet to try to pry it. I was going to use them as leverage. I stuck an all-metal knife, and on top of this, I'm holding on to a metal pole that I'm standing on.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's your ground.
It gets so much better. I stick it in there, and my biceps and all my arm flexes, because it's where I'm holding onto the pole, it yanks me so hard against the pole, it knocked me out. So I hit my head on the pole, and I fell 13 feet to the ground. Luckily, there was 3 guys standing below me, and they managed to, break my fall.
By just being there for you to land on?
Yeah, right. It was like one accident after another.
Yeah.
Just bad.
The old knife in the electrical socket.
Stupid.
Ruth?
Was there any current that came out of you?
I don't know.
Could
you see your skeleton for a split second?
And your hair stood straight up.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thanks.
Hey, Mandy, you're on KGB. What's going on?
Oh, hi. This is Mindy.
I'm sorry, Mindy. I beg your pardon. What's going on, girl?
Well, I got a story. I'm not sure if it's as good as the super glue in the eye, but it's along the same lines. I had been spending a weekend at a friend's that had a swimming pool. I was out in the desert, so we were swimming quite a bit. And, one night I got out and you had put Visine in my eyes, and, that was it. Next day, went swimming again. sat at the same couch I usually do, reached over, grabbed what I thought was the Visine to put in my eyes, and turned out they had tested the chlorine levels in the pool that morning and put those chemicals in my eye.
Oh.
And what the stupid part really is not necessarily that I did that, but that I was too embarrassed to tell anybody, and I ran into the bathroom trying to flush out my eyes. It was just burning so bad that eventually I had to tell somebody, and fortunately they had an eye wash kit. So everything was okay, but I thought it was pretty stupid.
It is stupid.
Yeah.
It is stupid. Don't sell yourself short. It's very stupid. Congratulations, Mindy. All right, Emily's got me absolutely thoroughly confused on this thing. Well, on the whole stupid thing. She sent me this stupid test.
Uh-huh.
And can I get you guys to try this math test? Sure. And no writing. No writing. Just do it in your head.
All right.
Okay? Do it in your head. It's not hard. I'm just going to read it, okay? Because I've tried to take this like 5 times, and I blow it every time, and I don't understand why.
Okay.
Take 1,000, add 40, add another 1,000, add 30, 1,000 again, plus 20, plus 1,000, plus 10, total?
1490.
No, it's
4,100.
How come you guys can get that and I can't?
Most people go 5,000, don't they?
Yes. How come? All right, look. I'm going to go through it again, and I'll screw it up for you. Okay, 1,000. You add 40, you get 1,040.
Mm-hmm.
Add another 1,000, 2,040.
Mm-hmm.
Add 30, 2,070.
Mm-hmm.
Add 1,000, 3,070.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 20, 3,090. Plus 1,000. What did I just say?
4,090.
4,090.
Right.
Plus 10.
5,000.
4,100. I hate this test.
You're mistaking 900 for 90.
Yeah, most idiots like me get 5,000 on that thing.
Right.
Well,
I
that's
hate
why you have
that
to do it
thing.
on paper so you can keep all the columns straight.
Let me try on this one, Shell. You ready?
Oh.
You're competing in a race.
Yeah.
You overtake the runner in second place. What position are you now in?
Second place.
That's correct. If you answered that you're now in first, you're wrong. You overtook the second runner and took his place. Therefore, you are in second place. All
My
right?
time at the playing the ponies paid off.
Got that one. What's the next question here? Marie's father has 5 daughters. Cha-Cha, Chi-Chi, Chai-Chai, Cho-Cho. What is the 5th daughter's name?
Choo-choo.
No, it's Marie.
Ah, crap. Why you go for the vowels?
I hate these tests.
They're horrible, and you used to give them to us all the time.
I know it.
Just,
Yes.
And I think you did it just to make us feel inferior.
I remember that time.
No, I made it to make me feel superior.
Right.
Well, remember that time.
Because the test teller, like Alex Trebek, doesn't have to give the answer.
Never has to look like an idiot.
Smarty
That's it.
bastard.
What was it, Ruth?
Remember the time that you made us take it against some guys high on crack or crack addict guys or speed freaks, tweakers? I forget which one.
Yeah, we did.
Remember that?
It was who's smarter, tweakers or us?
We got to do that again.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was good. All right. Stupid. That's the bit we're doing. You're stupid.
Wow.
Vince, you're on the KGB. What's going on?
Hey, not much, Dave. How you doing?
I'm good. Did you get 5,000 on that or 4,100?
I got 5,000. I'm stupid.
Me too.
Me too.
Well, I got a stupid story. A couple weeks ago, I live in a 30-foot travel trailer, and where I live, we don't have a sewage hookup, so I have to empty it into this big 30-gallon tote tank.
Sweet.
Sexy.
Well-
Tote tank like you're going to take it somewhere?
Gonna tote some sewage.
Yeah, well, I have this. My wife got me this new hose that's
Nice.
really heavy duty,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't leak. I put it on the little fitting and thought I clamped it down hard enough, and I put it on there. Pulled the lever for the black water tank. If you don't know what a black water tank is, everything that goes into the toilet goes into the black water tank. Well,
Why do they call it black water? The kidney stones in there or what?
well, apparently that the clamp wasn't screwed on hard enough, and right as I realized it was slipping off, I pushed the lever back, the hose is still full of the water, and my foot was right underneath it. Black water all over my foot, all over the dirt, underneath the trailer. Oh, I was just pissed off. And I was yelling at everybody.
At least it wasn't in the trailer.
Yeah, but it smelled pretty bad.
Oh, I'm sure it did. Thanks for that one. I thought it would be like lilacs and daisies.
Stupid.
How do people have to tell me that part? Like I don't know. Hey, Nicole, you are on You're Stupid. Good morning. How are you, Nicole?
How are you? Good. I was cruising along with my roommate. I was actually taking her to school at San Diego State, and it's a hot summer day, and we're cruising with all the windows down, have my sunroof down, and we pull up to a light, and we kind of notice off in the distance one of those big beetles that I think they're called Chinese beetles. You know, the big black ones?
I'm with you.
Okay. And we notice it there, and all of a sudden it's getting closer.
Well, was it like on the ground or what?
No, it was flying around.
Oh, boy.
So we see it coming, start to panic. We start rolling our windows up as fast as we can, and it's, the electronic windows. And sure enough, it was like straight out of a movie. At the point where the windows get to the perfect clearance of the beetle, there's maybe a quarter inch left to roll the window up. It comes into our car.
Perfect.
And me, the bug,
Now you got a wild, crazy rabbit beetle in your car.
Yeah. God. So what do? I take my foot off the brake and roll into the car in front of me.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the best part of the story is I drop my roommate off, go all the way back home, and I get ready to get out of my car, and I look down, and the beetle parked itself on my foot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, those big, crunchy black beetles are no damn fun.
You know what? Those things are horrible.
Yeah. Did you watch Fear Factor last night?
Oh, no. What'd they have to do?
Eat worms.
Oh, yeah. That's not fun.
Eat dirty worms.
Every time I watch those shows, I think I could do anything on there except the eating stuff.
I don't like the eating stuff. I can sit in snakes, I can drive a car off a cliff, but I can't eat worms.
I'm with you.
Part of the gig last night, aside from eating worms, they had to do 2 shot glasses full of worms. But they had a little scale in a large glass bowl, and the idea was move as many worms as you can into the glass bowl in a certain time second with your mouth.
Yeah, that's fun.
One guy moved 14 pounds of dirt worms with his mouth.
See, I think that show should be called Gross Factor, not Fear Factor.
Yeah, it is just to gross you out.
It is terrible. I don't like the eating stuff at all.
No.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Sorry about your beetle there, Nicole.
Thanks, I'm over it, but I'm stupid.
You're stupid. That's the bit we're doing this morning. You're stupid.
Genius. The first time I bought a new car, I was 24, I guess. I was just about actually ready to move out of Oklahoma City. And so my brother had gone with me to look at cars, and I'd never had a car with a sunroof before. And it had been snowing in Oklahoma. And I was looking at a car with a sunroof, and I said, wow, look at this. Look, it's a sun. And I rolled it back, and a big clump of snow just fell on both me and the car salesman. I'd forgotten how early I became stupid.
Big whole sheet of snow just kind of clumped in on you.
And then I kind of had to take that car because
in a brand new car.
In a brand new car.
All right, Lance, you're next on You're Stupid.
How you guys doing?
We're good. You're stupid.
I'm very stupid.
Let's hear it.
I was backpacking to New Zealand when I was 20. Wow. And
that was a wow.
That was a wow. And what guy has never wanted to jump on a train and get somewhere by just jumping on a train like a hobo?
Right.
So I'm hitchhiking. There's about a dozen hitchhikers the way it works in New Zealand. You got this line, and then people just come and pick you up. Well, I didn't want to wait, and I was pretty much out of money. And split second, there's a train just kind of rolling by, just leaving town, and there were 3 flatbed trailers on it. So in a quick flash, I'm like, I'm going to jump on the train. So I take off and I run towards the train. It's about 50 yards away from the road. And you know all those rocks on the side of the trains that hold up the tracks?
Yep.
So I'm running up those rocks. I got the 60-pound backpack. So the first thing I do, the stupid thing, is I throw my backpack onto the train. Oh. So now
Not
I'm running along the side of the train in flip-flops, no doubt, through these rocks, and the train starts picking up a little bit more speed, and I start losing a little steam. So my backpack now is about 4 feet in front of me. Got everything I own. I've got about $20 in my pocket. So right at the last minute, I jump to get the backpack, because at least I got to get the backpack since I can't get on the train. And at the same time, all these hitchhikers are standing on the road watching me do this. So I jump last minute. I hook the backpack with my finger. I fall onto the rocks, and I'm just complete blood from head to toe. But I got the backpack back. So I'm standing on the side of the tracks, and I don't look back at the hitchhikers, and I just watch the train go by, and there's like 50 cars on the train. So I stand there, I watch the train go by, I'm bleeding. The train goes by, and I walk to the other side of the tracks, and I just lay down and stare up at the sun and sit there and just hope that I would bleed to death.
Yep. I'll give you a good one, Lance.
What's that?
My brother and I lived with each other for one summer between my freshman and sophomore year in college. And we worked together at a radio station. And we were doing the morning show. And we'd be done at 9 o'clock in the morning. And every day we'd come home and we'd have lunch together. And then we'd look for something stupid to do, like fly planes or whatever, those Cox airplanes.
Right.
And at the time, my brother had decided he was going to buy a moped. And he had this little moped. There was a time in the 80s when they were kind of popular.
Right.
And remember, a moped was it was both a bicycle and a very, very weak motorcycle.
And it was never really good at either one.
It was never good at being a bicycle. It was fine at the mow part, but the ped part was not
They
good.
put the pedals on for the cops, so you kill the motor and just so you pedal, like
Yeah.
doing 30 miles an hour pedaling.
Yeah. And the apartment that we were living in was next door to this church, which had this huge gravel parking lot. And we used to go out and stage the World Series of skid marks with the moped. We'd be going as fast as we can, and then we would hit the start line and see who could leave the longest skid mark in this gravel parking lot on the moped. And we'd done this for hours and hours and hours. And for whatever reason, remember, it's just like a bicycle. For whatever reason, my brother got super speed going up, and he clamped down furiously on the front brake. Good 25 miles an hour straight down on gravel.
Face plant?
Still have some gravel in his head?
That was bad.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's stupid.
Hey, love your show. Gotta go.
Love yours, Lance. Threw his backpack onto a speeding train.
In a foreign country with nothing but $20 in your pocket.
Sure, and you got to think those hobos will take a look at that bag and say, throw it back to him.
Right.
Mike, you're next in. You're stupid. Let's hear it.
I resemble that remark.
Thank you.
I was very young, very drunk, too. Came home late at night. Was living with my brother, who was 10 years older and just bought his first house. College student, so I was out partying all night. Came home. This was the first night I was to spend the night at his house as well. And I went upstairs to the attic room where I was staying, and my waterbed was not completely assembled yet. So I put the mattress inside the frame, ran a hose upstairs to the attic, started to fill the bed.
Drunk doing the waterbed.
Yes, I was.
You know, when I've had a couple, I don't really feel like doing chores. I feel like laying around. I don't feel like putting together the waterbed. That's a pain in the ass.
That's the thing, was I decided to start laying around.
You're a very ambitious drunk.
Watching it fill.
Yeah.
And so I laid down, and of course I'm a little buzzed, and I end up falling asleep. And the next thing I know, my brother is screaming at the top of his lungs, shaking me. And I woke up, and he had turned off the water downstairs, but the mattress was probably within a foot of the ceiling.
You made Shelley gasp like an old lady.
Oh, my God. You made a beach ball.
I cannot believe that mattress didn't burst. But the really stupid thing.
Got a wow out of Boyer.
It could have rolled off on me if the frame had broken, but my dad built the frame, so it was very well constructed.
Extra sturdy. All right,
Anyways,
Mike, you are stupid.
Wait. The dumb thing was my first instinct when I woke up and my brother was shaking me.
No.
I yanked the hose out.
But that made for a nice geyser.
Stupid. How long after that did you live with your brother?
Not very.
Didn't think so.
Thank you, Mike. You are stupid. Here's Tony on the KGB. What's going on, Tony?
Hey, guys. When I was a kid, my dad had put together this rake without a wooden handle. It had a metal handle. And I'd seen on TV, like when, a Jack Tripper would step on a rake, it'd come up and slam you in the head. And I thought, that's
only on TV.
Right.
Yeah, that isn't going to work. So I set it down there, and I stepped on it, and it'd come up and slam me in the head with this metal handle.
Nice.
And it falls back to the ground. And then I thought, that had to be the stupidest thing I ever did in my life. And I got angry, and I stomped on it.
Right.
And it slammed me in the head, the same place, even harder.
Nice. Very good.
Double stupid.
I'm pretty stupid.
You are stupid, Tony.
All right, thanks.
Bromwitz and I were golfing one time with a couple of guys we knew, and someone had laid down a wedge in the deep rough.
Mm-hmm.
It was his own wedge. He was around the green, and he was trying to chip on, and he had 2 or 3 wedges with him, and he laid one of them down to the ground. And he laid it down in a way that the blade was facing up.
Yeah.
And he wasn't looking where he was going, and he stepped onto the blade of the wedge, and that shaft, the shaft of that club, swung furiously up right into his crotch.
Oh. Perfect height.
He was a Marine Corps drill sergeant. I swear it clanged. The guy has iron eggs.
Yep.
And we couldn't laugh at him because he's a drill sergeant. But he stepped on it, and we saw it go. You know why he did that?
Because he was stupid.
He's stupid!
Yeah. Which you wouldn't call him to his face.
No, I do it here from the protection of the radio. Good morning, Mike. You're stupid.
Oh, you bet you know what I am.
Let's hear it.
Well, many years ago, I was a police officer, and I'm an ex-police officer now when this actually happened, and I had been through a lot of gun training. I shot on the police pistol team, so I was well versed in guns. And a friend of mine was living in our driveway in a trailer, and we were having a skunk problem. So he came in one day and said, there's a skunk in the driveway building a nest, and it's going to have babies. And, of course, I said, oh, no, it's not. And I grabbed my target pistol that had a hair trigger that I used to shoot when I was on the PD, and I went out to take care of the problem. And realizing where it was at, I thought, well, I can climb up on the other side of the fence and just drop a firecracker over there instead of shooting it and scare it away.
Right.
So I did that, but I put the gun in the back of my my pants.
Uh-oh.
Like Mannix would do?
Pardon me?
Like Mannix would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the gun in the back of my pants. And
okay, we hear you, Einstein.
Yeah, he won't shut up.
I hear you hold the
radio. Let me turn this guy off.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Anyway, so
you got your gun in the back of your britches.
I dropped the firecracker, and next to me is these condos, and everybody came out when they heard the big bang. So I kind of turned and faced them so they couldn't see the gun in the back of my pants. And then when they went back inside, I told my buddy, I said, here, take this gun. And I reached back behind and I grabbed the gun, and it got stuck on my pants. So I pulled my pants, or pulled the belt out with my other hand, hit that trigger, shot the bottom of my britches out, went in my left leg and out my left leg, and bounced off my big toe. And the only pain I felt was the big toe.
Wow, you are stupid.
I couldn't see no hole down there in my foot.
You went through and through your leg.
Huh?
Through and through with your leg.
Through and through my leg, and I raised up my pants, and there was, my shoe was filling up with blood. We got to the hospital. Of course, any kind of shooting, there's cops would show up.
Yeah.
And after he got through laughing and realizing that I was XPD, then there was no report ever filed.
Right.
But the part was that I did that. Pretty stupid.
He didn't file anything, but as he walked out of that emergency room, he turned to you and said, You're stupid. You know what my brother and I did with a firecracker one time? We had a bunch of black cats, and for whatever reason, I don't remember if it was him or I, we would fight to take credit for the idea. What would happen if we put a firecracker in a glass jar?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, we thought you would see these self-contained explosions.
Yeah.
Do you know what happens when you put a firecracker and light it inside a glass jar?
Duh.
It shoots sharp owie glass all over the place.
Really?
I didn't know that at the time. You know why?
Why?
I'm stupid.
Ow.
Now I know. Because now I'm smart.
Right.
I can handle things. I'm smart.
Glass shards flying everywhere. You should have seen the shocked look on our face. Who could believe it did that?
Not like everybody said.
We were astonished.
Like dumb.
And we will never do that again. You know why?
I'm smart, and I want respect.
Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw. We'll be right back. KGB.
Stock Cars and All-Stars. Stock Cars and All-Stars is your passport to a 4-day sports weekend in Chicago.
Unbelievable. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Cool. I love it.
Stock Cars and All-Stars.
This is Keith Trochin.
Hi, this is Gary Ford.
This is Doug Super. This is John Parent, and I just won a trip to Chicago for the Major League Baseball All-Star Game and the Tropicana 400 NASCAR race.
Just keep it locked to the 101.5 KGB to find out when to call in and win with Stock Cars and All-Stars from Gumout on San Diego's Classic Rock 101.5 KGB.
You'd think the real estate agent would have mentioned the new train line before we bought the house.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Oh, you want to hang on to the coffee pot? Sure. 9:15 Midtown should be coming.
Want to find the right real estate agent for you? At LendingTree.com, you choose from up to 4 agents certified by LendingTree and get up to a $1,000 gift card. Call 1-800-555-TREE. That's 1-800-555-TREE. Or visit LendingTree.com. Equal housing opportunity. Some restrictions may apply. See website for details.
Want to be sure your Toyota is always running at its best? Then it's time to do the right thing. Always take your Toyota to a Toyota dealer for factory-recommended regular scheduled maintenance. It's affordable, quick, and convenient with 9 dealers in San Diego County ready to serve you. Only your Toyota dealer has genuine Toyota parts and factory-trained technicians who are constantly schooled on the latest Toyota innovations. So take your Toyota to the people who know Toyota's best. Your San Diego County Toyota dealer. And keep your Toyota running like, well, a Toyota. For low prices and great service specials, see your local San Diego County Toyota dealer. Get the feeling. Toyota.
Who knows, maybe you hooked up with that hot, crazy girl from work and you've been slamming them out and you wore out your bed. You want a bed that can take the test of that hot, crazy girl at work? You need to do some shopping at Sleep Train San Diego, your ticket to a better night's sleep. You know, they've been doing it for 18 years. That's right. Their 18th anniversary is going on right now, and right now they are offering you interest-free financing until 2005. That is correct. With your good credit, purchase any mattress set at Sleep Train today. You don't have to pay interest for 19 months. Holy cow. These are the top name brand mattresses, folks. Sealy Posturepedic, Simmons Beauty Rest and Back Care, Stearns & Foster, even the Sleep Number bed by Select Comfort. Now, don't you worry your pretty little head about price. You see, at Sleep Train San Diego, they pride themselves on being the lowest priced product out there. Nobody touches their price. They go below anyone's price by at least 5%. That's a guarantee that you hold on to for 90 days after your shopping experience. By the way, the hallmark of the Sleep Train, the thing that I think is the coolest about them, is they believe that this is a big purchase in your life. You shouldn't have to wait around for it. So tell you what, get your shopping done before 2 o'clock. They will make sure that your brand new bed is delivered for free and set up for free in your home that day. Pretty good. Sleep Train, your ticket to a better night's sleep. I owe you 2 traffics. How'd that happen? Oh, I'm stupid.
We had a lot of stupid people.
We got some more people who want to play You're Stupid. Coming up here on the KGB. What's the stupidest one of them all so far? I'd have to say diving into the shallow pool twice.
And I've already got an email proclaiming how lucky I am.
Yeah, did break your neck, Mama. Yeah, I know. What's the stupidest thing you've heard so far today, Chainsaw?
Macing the family is pretty stupid. I can't get past my own mirror.
I think the guy who had the steel-handled rake and stepped on it going, hey, this will be funny. Punk. That son of a bitch and rake.
The people who do things twice are really stupid. Kind of like diving into a shallow pool.
You're right. Well,
twice.
Whatever.
When they know it's going to be stupid before they do it, and they do it anyway.
I know.
2.
That's pretty stupid.
2. All right. Let's get a traffic update, and then we're going to do Chainsaw Sports, and we got more people who want to tell us they're stupid. Here's Route 66.
Thank you. Southbound 15 slows Felicita to Villa Rancho, then Mercy to Mira Mesa. And for some just stupid reason, northbound 15 is jammed from the 8 to Friars, and then Mercy up to Ted Williams, just from an earlier stall that's now out of the way. North 805 heavy around the 94, then Balboa to the 52. Southbound 5, your North County coastline slows La Costa to Loma Santa Fe, and clear on a wreck southbound 5 just past Washington. Get energy ready for summer now with SDG&E's rebates on energy-efficient air conditioners, whole house fans, and windows and more. For details, visit SDGE.com or call 800-411-SDGE, a Sempra energy utility. I'm Ruth 66 with DSC 1015 KGB.
Basketball's officially over, but we got plenty of sports to talk about here, folks. Here's the Chainsaw on the KGB with some good news from baseball. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you, David, and hello again, everybody, in the sports world. Last night in Colorado, the Padres had a 4-1 lead, but gave it all up in the 8th inning, allowing the Rockies to take a 5-4 lead. The Padres were 0-39 when trailing after 8 innings. We'll make that 1-39, as Jerry Coleman describes Mark Loretta's at-bat.
Coors Field, the pitch on the way. High fly ball, maybe not a strike. Way back it goes, near the wall, to the wall. That ball is...
Long story short, it was a 3-run homer. Rod Beck would come in for the save, 7-5 San Diego, as yes, the Padres win 2 in a row for the first time since April. Mark Loretta, got it right, has improved his batting average to .313, 6 homers, 27 RBI, 13 doubles. Suddenly, second baseman Mark Loretta has emerged as a strong candidate to represent the Padres in the All-Star game, because you know there's only going to be one Padre picked because Major League Baseball has to. Padres-Rockies again tonight. First pitch 6:05 our time on AM 600 KOGO. In honor of Make Us Say You're Stupid, Atlanta Braves pitcher John Smoltz once missed a start when he tried to iron his shirt while wearing it. David Cohn once got so upset by an umpire's call at first base, he walked over to argue, and 2 runners scored behind him. The ball was in his glove while he argued. Yogi Berra once said, I get up at 6 a.m. every day, no matter what time it is. If you come to a fork in the road, take it. You can observe a lot by watching. When asked if he wanted his pizza pie cut into 4 or 6 slices, Yogi Berra replied, you better make it 4. I'm not that hungry. And our charismatic mayor, Dick Murphy, thinks the Chargers are stupid, as he explains in his typically captivating style.
Their written report is due this Thursday.
Sure.
Their presentation to the city council is not due until March 18th.
Yeah.
For them to have triggered prior to the city council considering the task force report is, you know, clearly, I mean, it's nice to say premature. I think it's stupid.
Beautiful. And finally, sometimes an announcer gets so stupid with excitement, we all become stupid with enjoyment. 49ers announcer, Joe Starkey.
So Rice goes out to the left, and if you want to take one crack, maybe he's the guy you should go for. Young almost falls down, throws to the end zone. Owens! 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 Caught it! He caught it! He caught it! He caught it! 25-yard touchdown pass! Terrell Owens being bumped to the goal line. Hit as he caught the ball. He hasn't held on to anything, including his fingers, all day, and he makes the winning touchdown catch.
You're stupid.
Beautiful. In other sports, David.
Ask that guy passing you on eastbound 5.
With a gas pump handle dangling out of the gas tank. It is 8:36 in 2 seconds. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network.
Chainsaw, brought to you by Goldberg & Jones. If you have a custody or a divorce situation, let them help. Call 800-DIVORCE. Ruth, have you got a problem on 163?
Not showing what the problem is, except that cars are going very, very slow there.
Okay.
What else? From Friars into the park, from up to Robinson, it's in the teens so far. So probably means there's a stall, or it could be a slow truck going up the hill. Not sure just yet. Slow traffic continues in the North County, though. Southbound 15, where most of the slowing is. Felicita to Villa Rancho, then Mercy to Mira Mesa. Still clear in Iraq northbound on 15. Has it slow from Mercy up to Ted Williams. Heavy traffic around Iraq southbound 5, just past Washington. South 5 in the North County slows from La Costa to Loma Santa Fe. Not an auto repair expert? They can fix that. Start with autorepair.ca.gov for tips on finding someone who is. The Bureau of Automotive Repair. Drive smart, California. I'm Ruth 66 with DSC 101.5 KGB.
Who wouldn't pick a star?
There's a big difference between a star and a starfish.
Better than a hermit crab.
Miss High Maintenance wants to go to the San Diego County Fair. The fair's all about value. There's a discount ticket only from Albertsons. And every Friday is Penny Saver Day with $500 in coupons.
Commotion by the ocean is my game. Rides, food, stars like me, and fun.
Fun is watching people walk into the Scripps Ocean Explorations exhibit. And the free concerts. Pat Benatar, Weird Al Yankovic, James Brown, and many more have more moves than your 200 feet.
What? The crab gets to go? No!
Woohoo! Look who's going to be munching on cinnamon rolls.
Buy your fair tickets at Albertsons and save money at the same time. Save $2 on adult admission when you make a minimum $10 purchase at your San Diego County Albertsons stores.
When some dealers have a sale, it's just an illusion. They only discount a few slow movers, and it's all smoke and mirrors. Hi, I'm Mike Peterson, General Manager of Tipton Honda. At Tipton, we don't do that, and we're up 30% over last year. We're saying thank you by discounting everything we have. Every Civic, every Accord, every Pilot, Odyssey, and CRV. Over 300 vehicles, all discounted. Now that's how you build a long-term relationship.
Tipton, we're in it for the long run.
At a Tipton sale, you can see exactly how much you're going to save, because it's all clearly marked on every vehicle. With today's low interest rates, Honda's high mileage, and Tipton's discounts on everything we have in stock, there's never been a better time to get just what you want. Now we believe that's how you build a long-term relationship.
Tipton, we're in it for the long run.
Tipton Honda, right next to Home Depot in El Cajon.
Hello, Conrad's Professional Television Counseling.
Oh, hi, Conrad. It's about my husband. He started coming home really late and really happy.
Do you think he's having an affair?
Yes, Conrad. With the neighbor's TV.
Do they have Time Warner Cable?
You know, I think so, because last night I caught him. He started talking about how funny Steve was on Animal Planet, and we don't get Animal Planet.
Miss, your husband needs Time Warner Cable.
Really?
You see, men like variety, even if all they do is change channels, and Time Warner offers over 225 channels.
What about satellite?
Get a dish, and he's likely to feel the need to stray when he can't use eye control or watch local programming like Padres baseball on Time Warner Cable.
Oh, thank Thanks, Conrad. I can't wait to have Stevie back on the couch doing nothing all weekend.
That's bliss. Call Time Warner Cable right now. Ask for Advantage Cable, and your choice of a digital package is just $39.95 a month for 4 months. Offer expires June 30th, 2003. New customers only. Additional equipment charges and other restrictions apply. Call for details.
Stunt Cars and All-Stars is brought to you by Gumout. Got a car with more than 75,000 miles? Try new Gumout high-mileage fuel injector cleaner.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, I was looking at this car here.
Oh, that's a beauty. Has all the latest features. Just like AT&T wireless phones.
What? Oh, well, what kind of features?
Oh, I signed up for everything. Email, text messaging. I can even take and send pictures.
I meant the car.
Discover all the great features of AT&T Wireless. Right now, save $150 on a Nokia 3650 camera phone after mail-in rebate.
So can I give it a whirl?
Sure. Just point the phone at me and take your picture.
No. And you can get hot deals on cool phones. That's M-Life from AT&T Wireless. Hurry into an AT&T Wireless store or call 1-888-MY-M-Life. For other great deals, go to attwireless.com.
Limited time offer. Active voice plan, credit approval, activation fee, and annual contract required. Geographic limitations, device compatibility, $1.75 monthly regulatory programs fee, charges for sending text messages, monthly and usage charges for data services, and other charges and restrictions apply.
Save an additional $50 on a new phone when you trade in your old phone. Find out how at any AT&T Wireless store. Hurry, offer ends June 30th.
What are you having for lunch today? Chances are you don't have a lot of time or money to spend. That's why Peter Piper Pizza's new $3.99 all-you-can-eat lunch buffet is just what you need. It's fast, it's affordable, and best of all, it's delicious. Come to Peter Piper Pizza Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 and help yourself to all the pizza and salad you can eat for just $3.99. It's perfect for anyone who's in a hurry but wants something more. Choose from a variety of hot, fresh pizzas smothered in real cheese and your favorite toppings, along with salads made fresh with crisp lettuce and tasty vegetables. All you can eat, all for just $3.99. Enjoy the lunch buffet at Peter Piper Pizza in El Cajon, in the Rancho San Diego Town Center, or in National City off Highway 54 at the Highland exit. Good food, good fun, and now good for lunch. No wonder everyone's happy at Peter Piper Pizza.
I was mad at myself, and mad at those darn credit card companies for bugging me all the time. Then I heard Ray Vincent on the radio. I called Home Equity Mortgage. I got a great debt consolidation home loan, and I got happy real fast. Thanks, Ray.
You're welcome, Jim. Hi, this is Ray Vincent, founder of Home Equity Mortgage. We understand how the pressure builds up when you get overextended. It happens to lots of homeowners. If you've finally had it with those high-interest credit card debts and those upsetting phone calls morning, noon, and night, call Home Equity Mortgage for sensitive and sensible financial help. We'll move fast to consolidate your debt into one low-interest home loan. With one low monthly payment, perfect or less than perfect credit, call Home Equity Mortgage. 619-284-9900.
Home Equity Mortgage. The future belongs to you.
Save money and sleep better. Call Home Equity Mortgage, 284-9900. That's 619-284-9900.
Licensed by the Garland Corporations under the California Residential Mortgage.
Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw with you. This is KGB San Diego. All right, we're doing a new bit this morning, and it's rather complicated. It might be just best described how you play by the title. The title is, You're Stupid. Listener Lex writes, Dave, in third grade, while riding my bike home in the street, I tried to impress Robin Lipsky. God! Lipsky. She was walking on the sidewalk. I thought I'd do a bike trick. Before heading down a steep hill, I thought it would be cool to stand on the screws of the front of my fork of my red Schwinn Stingray. Of course, my gym shoes slipped. My foot went into the spokes, rotating my foot 180 degrees until it slammed back against the prong, smashing my foot while immediately stopping the bike and sending me flying over the top of the handlebars.
Cool.
I landed several feet away on my face, down on the pavement, and the bike landed on top of me since my foot was still jammed in the wheel. The only sound that could be heard above my screaming was Robin Lipsky's hysterical laughter. Why? Because I'm stupid.
They're married now.
That's like the third grade when I got to wear a little bitty heel, not much, but a little. And so I was sitting on the bike racks because I'd been, kicked out of dodgeball.
What?
I was one of the first to be
out. Not kicked
not
out.
Kicked out, but I'd been hit out, yeah.
Eliminated.
So I'm sitting on the bike racks, and it's time to go in and eat lunch. And I never got my foot out of the bike rack. I just went right down, right flat on my face.
It's a good look.
Terribly. And Mom had to come pick me up, and she was speeding, driving me to the doctor, and the cop pulls her over.
Yeah.
And the last thing she says before she rolls down the window is, cry harder, get me out of this ticket. So I did, and we got a police escort.
Dave, here's my stupid story. In my teenage years, my friends and I spent most of our summer days at Windansea Beach in La Jolla. If we couldn't abuse ourselves by body surfing in the shore break, we'd go south to the cliffs and play Acapulco cliff divers.
Uh-oh. Stupid. Oh, no.
The cliffs weren't that massive, so we had to add an element of danger, and that was to wait for low tide.
Oh.
Then we'd wait for a small swell to roll in. That would add at least 6 inches to the 3-foot pool we were diving into.
Oh.
To make my long story even longer, I mistimed the swell going into the water too late. To make matters worse, I wasn't able to keep my hands and arms over my head.
Uh-oh.
Result? Head first into the bottom, broken neck.
Oh.
Now for the wild part and the amusing postscript. My first thought on feeling a massive electric-like shock going through my body was, my God, I'm dead. Especially after seeing the dark tunnel with the bright light at the end.
Oh.
It's true, that's what you see.
Oh.
But I was able to stand in the water and see my friends above laughing and telling me to come up and do it again. I had to walk out of the water, and this was when everyone knew there was a problem. Finally, I was taken to the hospital in a police ambulance. The officer called my parents from the hospital to tell them I had been injured, put the phone to my ear so my mother could talk to me. She was okay with the fact that I'd broken my neck. Then I mentioned I think I lost some teeth, and she came unglued. Orthodontia, I guess, is more costly than neck repair.
Oh.
Wow. Was I stupid?
Yes.
Love, Jim.
Stupid.
I'm going with Kendall next here on the KGB. What's up, Kendall?
Well, I would first just like to say that I have chainsaw beat, I'm afraid. Because not only have I driven off with the gas pump, but the story that I'm speaking of specifically, as I was filling up my stylish minivan, I dropped something on the ground, bent down to pick it up, and became very interested in the bottom of my van because I realized I'd never seen the underside of my van before, and became very enthralled with it. I'm like, oh, that's what it looks like under here. And so I just forgot about everything that was happening around me, forgetting that the gas was pumping into the van, and as I stood up, I knocked the pump out of the gas tank, which poured gasoline all over my head and into my eye. Into my eye. And it gets better. So I walk in, I figure, well, this is a chemical, and this is probably bad. So I walk into the 16-year-old running the Arco station there, and I say, or he says to me, he's like, dude, what happened? I'm like, well, I got gas in my eye. I think that's kind of bad. He's like, oh yeah, that's bad, dude. Listen, I think we have a.
That's hard to do. Get gas in the eye.
I know.
We got a thing for that, but it's in the employee bathroom, and Tony's in there right now, dude. If you could wait, that'd be cool. I'm like, I have gas in my eye. And it's
Well, just wait. Tony doesn't take too long.
he had a big carne asada burrito.
Oh, it's going to be a while. Thank you, Kendall. Lost Robert. Too bad. Corey, you're on the KGB. Let's hear it.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Congratulations on graduating first grade.
You know, I called you guys before, and you made fun of me last time, too.
That's hard to believe. What do you do for a living, Corey?
I work at a coffee house.
Very good.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 25.
Excellent.
You sound about 5.
So, are you stupid?
I am very stupid.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Well, I don't know who was stupider, me or my brother, but I'm driving down the road in my little car, and my brother and his little friends are there, and they're all on skateboards, and they're like, ha, 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 ha.
Okay.
My brother brother's like, hey, let me grab onto your car and you can drive and I'll just ride. And I was like, okay. So he's up by where my window is, and we're going at like 2 miles an hour, and he goes, hey, speed up. So I go, okay. So I speed up, kind of too fast, way too fast. Mm-hmm. And the skateboard, goes out from under him, and he's stupid because he doesn't let go. His legs are flying up and down, like his knees are up by where his ears are.
Uh-oh.
As he's running to keep up with me. He's got this weird look on his face, and I'm just have my foot on the gas pedal. I don't take it off. And then he flies off the car and lands on the ground, and I'm still going, and I ran his hand over.
Oh. Cool.
But the look on his face was great.
How was his hand?
Oh, it was fine.
What kind of car?
It was a 1979 Toyota Corolla.
Okay, that's not too bad. They got little bike tires on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it was a Buick, you might have done some damage.
Yeah. So that was funny.
Okay, thank you, Corey.
Sure.
See you.
So perky.
Yes, very, very pleasant, very perky. Mark, you're on KGB. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Tip top. Talk to me, stupid.
Yeah, we're stupid.
All right.
I rented one of those big U-Hauls where, the front's in Ocean Beach and the rear's in El Cajon.
Uh-huh.
Monster with the 5-speed. And first of all, I'm moving myself, so that's stupid right there. But anyway, so I'm in the driveway, and I'm trying to back the truck up, and I didn't have anybody helping me. And I'm stepping on the gas, and, let me set a premise. All day long, when I'm at a red light and I go to put the car in the first gear, I'm thinking it's the top left because that's what my Beamer is, and I'm actually in reverse. So all day I'm like, oops, scaring everybody behind me. So here I am, and I'm trying to back up, and in reverse, and I think I'm like rocking on a speed bump, and I'm trying to get over it. Finally, I look back, and what I'm doing is I'm pinning this little white Corolla between the rear of my truck and the sidewalk, and I'm like pushing this thing up. So now I freak out, and I go to pop it in first gear, which in my Beamer is top left, right? So I put it in, and I jam on the gas again, and I'm looking forward because I'm expecting to go forward. Well, I rock it backwards and just smash this thing again. Whole crowd of people at the apartment complex, standing ovation, and that was stupid.
You're stupid.
Why did you do that, Mark?
Because I'm stupid.
Gotta go.
Crowd, why are you calling me? I'm not stupid. What?
We have just commenced filling the final hour of our show.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Yeah.
I thought we're doing this bit this morning called You're Stupid. The stupid things that you've done in your life.
Yeah.
And even though you've told it before, I thought it'd be a nice encore time to tell the story of the Tire Bandit.
You mean the Phantom?
The Tire Phantom, I beg your pardon.
I don't remember this story.
I don't either. This
Really?
is good.
This is pretty good.
I was like 12 or something. I was really bored all summer. So I got a hold of this gadget where you put it into the tire and it lets out air slowly.
Oh, a stick?
Yeah, a stick chainsaw.
No,
It's a valve core.
Yeah,
Got it.
That became my
I know the name.
that became my new favorite
CRT.
toy of the summer. That was so I started out with this kid's bike, and then I got his brother's bike, and then I would watch with great glee across the street from my bedroom window and watch these kids come out and get on their bike and spend the next 20 minutes going. So then I progressed to their parents' car. So I got their dad's car, and sure enough, later in the afternoon, the guy comes out with his briefcase or wherever.
That's vandalism. You should be in jail.
It's terrible.
I'm an Eagle Scout. I see no humor in this.
That is correct, sir.
Lighten up, Francis.
Yes.
You'll like this as it gets better.
Excellent.
Have you started leaving your calling card yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I was getting to the point where it's like those commercials where you see all kinds of people go out to their car and back up and... It was a very common sight to see somebody out there with a cursing and...
Are you using words or sound effects? I mean, you're almost like more sound effects than words in telling the story.
Now, is that the pumping part?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a hand pump kind of thing?
Yeah. So then I thought, you know what? This is kind of fun. So I started leaving notes on their windshields. Congratulations, you've just been hit by the Phantom. And I drew this little hood with black eyes this black hood with dark eyes. Congratulations, and I drew a tire with air coming out of it. He's just been hit by the Phantom.
He fancies himself a bit of an amateur cartoonist, you know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Of course, the paper said, from the desk of Wayne Brandon.
Well, here's what happened. I started putting two and two together. You know what? I go, everybody up and down this neighborhood's been getting hit. I go, maybe I should go and do my dad's car.
That's smart.
Oh,
that is
boy.
just good thinking.
Yeah, it is good thinking.
Yes.
You know, for sure, what kind of idiot would kind of...
Throw suspicion away from you.
Right.
So I went out there and went... And I remember my dad had his guitar, and he was going to go to some dumb Roy Acuff fest. I gotta go, you're all waiting for me. Clark's got the dobro, and I gotta go to him. And all of a sudden, he's starting to sing Wabash Cannonball. And I thought I was totally in the clear. Until all of a sudden, one day, I'm couple hours later, I'm walking around, and all of a sudden I hear this, David! David! And he goes, you want to explain this? And he's holding up my note.
Your note.
Yeah, the note that I had left on his car. Congratulations, you've been hit by the Phantom.
You left him a tire Phantom note?
Sure, because
Now,
they'll never recognize your writing.
You typed it, right?
No, I wrote it.
Smart.
And what he did was he walked into my room and he took the pad that I had written it on.
Yeah.
And he took a pencil and you know, as you can scribble and you can see what was written on there before.
Like just watched Mannix, yeah.
Oh,
CSI.
Dave, you want to explain this? I guess I also made a misspelling on the note.
Did he red check it?
Phantom isn't spelled with a P, it's stupid. It's spelled with an F. Everybody knows that. I don't know.
Well, I was suspended from the house for about 3 months. My whole summer I was stuck in the house.
Oh.
The Phantom was retired. Not to mention that I had to go around to every person's house.
Yeah, crap, I'm sorry. It's
And I was washing their windows, I was cutting their lawn. I had to make good for all the tires that I phantomed.
I'm the Phantom. Yeah, the
lesson well learned. Did you wear a hood when you were actually in the act of being the Phantom?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
How old are you when this happened?
Well,
how old were you when you threw a rock at the beehive?
About 11.
What? He found a beehive and he threw a rock at it. What happened?
I'm walking home from school and I see this big, huge beehive on the edge of a tree, and I walk in and took this baseball-sized rock and I threw it at the beehive. Right in the center of it.
Nice shot.
And all of a sudden...
You should have had your Phantom hood. Would have saved you.
Did you leave a little card by the beehive nest?
That's how I become such a great marathon runner.
Right.
All right. Thank you, dude. All right, we got a timeout. We're coming back with the half-baked crackpot news here on KGB. Who's talking to us today? Gloria Allred?
Oh, yeah, she's a yakking. And Barbara Walters is talking sex with us. Oh, yeah.
That's unfortunate. That's what you have to look forward to. Coming up next year, the KGB.
Get horsepower for less. Get horsepower for less.
We're having a horsepower sale.
Get horsepower for less. Get horsepower for less.
Get more horsepower, which saves on gas for less money during Off-Road Warehouse's horsepower sale. Get a Banks power system with 50% off installation. Get a Hypertech programmer with free installation. And Canon air filters as low as $35. For 30 years, San Diego's biggest selection of off-road parts.
Get horsepower for less. We'll give you a lift for less.
Get a lift for less. There's 3 locations, in El Cajon on Marshall, or on Balboa between the 163 and the 805, and in Escondido at Nordall on the 78. It's Off-Road Warehouse.
Are you a nocturnal animal? When the sun goes down, does your heart rate go up? Ah, then you, my friend, belong here with us. Where is that, you ask? Park at Dark at the San Diego Wild Animal Park. Every night until 10 p.m., the whole park comes alive with the sights, sounds, and celebrations of Africa. Witness African acrobats performing gravity-defying feats. Stand atop of the heart of Africa and watch the sun set over the savannah. Board the Wagasa Bush Line Railway and glide past rhinos, giraffes, and gazelles. Dance to African rhythms as a cheetah watches your every move. Nocturnal animals unite here at Park at Dark.
Now, when you have a delicious Domino's pizza delivered, you'll get a coupon for $6 off admission to the San Diego Zoo's Wild Animal Park. Call Domino's, the pizza delivery experts. While supplies last, see coupon for details.
Lexus designed the ES to appeal to every one of your senses. Your sense of sound with the 6-disc CD audio changer. Your sense of touch with burled walnut accents. Your sense of smell with the scent of its supple leather. Your sense of sight with its stylish lines and power moonroof. Even your sense of taste with its ultra-responsive VVTi engine that can deliver you to a restaurant at the first hint of a craving. And now they're appealing to your sense of value. Because until June 30th, you can get the ES lease with opportunities starting at just $399 a month for 36 months. No security deposit required. Just $3,049 excluding applicable taxes and fees due at signing on approved credit. Amount due at signing is higher in New York, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. The ES, a luxury car in every sense of the word. See your Lexus dealer in Carlsbad, El Cajon, or Kearney Mesa, or visit Lexus.com.
Call 800 USA Lexus for important lease program limitations. $3,399 excluding applicable taxes and fees due at signing on approved credit for all vehicles garaged in New York, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Offer applies to 2003 ES with premium package, wood and leather trim steering wheel, cargo net, trunk mat, and wheel locks. Not available in Hawaii. Offer ends on 6/30/03.
This message is brought to you by the Men's Research Study.
I was having this problem with sexual intimacy. I just wasn't lasting long enough. Jane and I were pretty upset, so I decided to see a doctor. He told me that I have a medical condition. It's not impotence, but another condition that can affect men of any age. He's conducting a research study of an investigational new drug and said Jane and I may be able to participate. It's such a relief to know that we're not alone.
For more information about this study, please call 1-888-38-STUDY. You may qualify if you are at least 18 years of age, experience this condition, and are in a relationship with one female partner. Qualified volunteers receive all study-related care at no charge. That number again is toll-free 1-888-38-STUDY. That's 1-888-38-STUDY. The first step is your call.
Have a good night's sleep on us. Mattress Discounters. When your back is sore, walk on through the door. We've got the brands you know, with the prices low. So start feeling right in your new bed tonight. Have a good night's sleep on us. Have a good night's sleep on us. Mattress Discounters.
Mattress Discounters is closing out all Sealy Posturepedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses to make room for the new models, and everything must go. Take advantage of closeout savings on these quality name brand mattresses during this limited time offer. Plus, save even more on floor models. It's the perfect time to buy a new mattress. Don't miss this huge closeout sale on Sealy Posturepedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses going on right now.
Have a good night's sleep on us. Mattress Discounters.
Have you ever heard the sound of a long-distance company CEO fainting? Sounds a lot like that. You see, SBC Long Distance just introduced some new long-distance plans that are upsetting our competitors, since these are the lowest rates we've ever had. Let's see, there's 5 cents a minute with no monthly charge. Oh, there goes another one. And then there's 500 minutes a month for just $10 per month with no additional monthly fees, which comes out to just 2 cents a minute if you use all your minutes, and only 5 cents per minute after that. Say, this is kind of fun. Just 5 cents a minute? Or 2 cents a minute for 500 minutes. Okay, that sounded more like a CFO.
Choose the SBC long distance plan that's right for you. These domestic direct dial calling rates are lower than they've ever been. Visit SBC.com or call 1-877-PIC-SBC for details and to find the right combination of services for you.
Promotional offer available for a limited time. Rates valid for 12 months. No rollover minutes. Unbilled minutes could appear on future bills. For SBC California local residential service customers only. Excludes calling card calls, taxes, fees, universal service, and installation.
Here's some news we're glad to sing about. Oh, it's the kind of news we could stand right up and shout. And if you heed this news, then friends, without a doubt, you'll have a good time in the old town today.
It is 4 minutes after 9 o'clock on the 101.5 KGB-FM San Diego. Top story this morning, new details emerging about the condition of former POW Jessica Lynch. She remains hospitalized in Washington.
What about all this stuff that they're saying they faked it now?
I don't know. I have not seen any reports about that, but I've heard rumors about that.
I don't know whose propaganda machine is at work, but they're saying that it wasn't nearly as heroic as we were led to believe, that the Iraqis in the hospital basically let them come and get her and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd heard that too, and that basically...
And how come we haven't heard from Jessica?
Well, she is dazed. That's what they're saying. Those who have seen
Still?
her, she remains traumatized and dazed, but is making progress. She has recently talked on the phone with friends and sent emails from her laptop. She had a head wound, a spinal injury, a number of bone fractions after her Army unit was ambushed in Iraq back in March. Her bones have been put back together with an extensive network of rods and pins. That might be why we haven't heard much from her. It can take her an hour to move from the bed to her wheelchair. Recently, a big high point was that she recently walked more than 100 steps using a walker. That's a big deal. Of course, every network would kill for the big interview with Jessica, but it sounds like CBS went a little further than most. So they sent a proposal to the Lynch family for a 2-hour interview/documentary. But in exchange for the interview, CBS also dangled some deals with other properties owned by its parent company, Viacom. Those deals include the obvious stuff like a book deal with Simon & Schuster and a CBS TV movie. But also they offered her and her friends a chance to host a music video program on MTV2 and to have a special edition of MTV's Total Request Live in her honor. And that would include a performance by a major star. They've dangled Ashanti or Ja Rule in front of her. Katie Couric, also trying to, pony up and get in the game, sent Jessica Lynch a collection of patriotic books to woo her over to NBC. And over from ABC, Diane Sawyer sent a picture of Jessica's family at home in a locket. Obviously, the other networks are pretty jacked at CBS for the big deal that they're trying to dangle. But CBS doesn't think it did anything wrong. They released a statement from the news department of CBS saying, quote, CBS News does not pay for interviews, and it maintains a well-established separation from other parts of parent company Viacom. Meanwhile, in Iraq, another U.S. soldier is dead with Operation Desert Scorpion in day number 3. Details now from Major Brad Lowell at CENTERCOM.
A soldier assigned to the 1st Armored Division died of a gunshot wound from enemy gunfire early this morning in the northwest section of Baghdad. The soldier was taking part in a patrol. He was sitting in a military vehicle, and he was struck in the back by a small caliber bullet.
They said he had on a flak-jacketed bulletproof vest, but the angle of the bullet was able to penetrate that. In London, like their counterparts here on Capitol Hill, British lawmakers have begun an inquiry into how intelligence on Iraq was used. A former senior cabinet minister told a parliamentary hearing today he fears the British government used intelligence information to justify war rather than to decide if it was really necessary. This is former House of Commons leader Robin Cook, who actually quit over the war with Iraq. He was the first witness to appear before the Foreign Affairs Committee's inquiry. The opening day of the investigation was televised live in England. 2 parliamentary committees are investigating claims that Prime Minister Tony Blair's office cooked one report to emphasize a claim that Iraq could fire chemical or biological weapons within 45 minutes of Saddam Hussein giving the order. Intelligence officials reportedly believed that information was unreliable. And trouble for our VP. Dick Cheney's reception was not so warm outside a Pennsylvania hotel where he made an appearance this morning.
I came out here to take a stand against the corruption of this administration and the devastation of the environment, social justice, women's issues.
Dick Cheney was CEO of Halliburton, and they've been given this unbidded, uncontested, free-for-all in Iraq.
Other protesters on hand with more opposition to Dick Cheney.
I came out here to take a stand against the...
Okay, I guess that's the same one.
That's it? Sorry.
I see him as being very arrogant and very controlling and very, very much wanting to concentrate wealth and power for himself and his friends.
That's Ned Smith upset about the government's deal with Cheney's old company Halliburton, and they did get the deal to help build Iraq.
Did I hear old company?
Yeah, he resigned as CEO.
So what's the problem?
Well, it's a conflict of interest.
He's still paying off his friends and
Plus the fact that
Ned, you weren't going to get the contract, okay?
No, but it was not bid on fairly. Halliburton, and we did this story. It's Brown and Root, who's a subsidiary of Halliburton, and they did enter into a blind bid, which is how you think things are done fairly in terms of awarding contracts. in Afghanistan. And now they've come into Iraq and said, well, since we did the blind bid in Afghanistan, we get the thing in Iraq too. And obviously people are upset about it. Others say, other protesters today say it's a blatant conflict of interest. Ned Smith again says Cheney should take some time and actually talk to the public.
I would just ask him to be, sensitive to other people's concerns and share world resources. Basic common decency for human life,
Run along, you hanky ringer.
Here's Chris Klopp, another protester.
Chris Klopp?
Yes, he takes it a little bit further in his allegations.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Go ahead.
Is he a murderer now?
No.
Oh, okay.
The fact that Cheney was the CEO of Halliburton before becoming vice president, and now that Halliburton has one of the first contracts in Iraq to profit from the oil, to profit from the war, I think that's clear conflict of interest, and that's completely immoral.
Cheney appeared at a fundraiser for Senator Arlen Spector. Meanwhile, it looks like I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce that name of that North Korean town. North Korea has... Bobby is all...
Bobby, North Korea.
There are too many consonants and not enough vowels. But North Korea has warned that any economic blockade by us and our allies could lead to a war, and they will bring in Japan. The warning comes as the U.S., Japan, and Australia began cracking down on the alleged North Korea trade in illicit drugs, weapons, and counterfeit money. As Phoenix police continue to investigate Saturday's hit-and-run crash involving Bishop Thomas O'Brien, details are starting to emerge. Here's Police Sergeant Randy Force. He says O'Brien wasn't being charged with causing the crash because the victim was jaywalking. In fact, the sergeant says if the bishop had remained at the scene, in all likelihood, he would not have been charged with any crime. Here's Sergeant Laurie Williams with the Phoenix Police Department talking more about the crime.
The bishop has been charged with leaving the scene of a fatal collision. It's a Class 4 felony.
And Williams tells us exactly what the bishop has admitted.
Being out on the road driving is not particularly a good thing at all.
No, it's not.
He did admit that he was in the area and was driving the vehicle. He's the only one that actually had the keys and the only one that ever operated the vehicle.
Things are different in Phoenix. Here, pedestrians have the right of way, not so in Phoenix.
Barring anything else that might have been criminal about it, it would have been the pedestrians' fault for walking out in the middle of traffic.
See, things are different there.
Does this Dick Cheney thing bother you? Does it upset you?
Oh, Dave, it has since before the war.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before the war even started. Yes, it bothers me a lot. And I expect you'll hear a lot of that kind of talk, especially with an election year coming up.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, don't you get stuff because of your job? We get free tickets to stuff because of our jobs. We get free music because of our jobs.
But we don't terrorize a nation of people and say, you know what, we've got to go take care of this problem and then let our friends profit from...
We terrorize the nation of San Diego each and every morning. Every morning we do.
You know, they're finding out now that a lot of the... There was one particular... Let me see if I can find it here.
Why is gas going up again, by the way?
I know.
For this whole war over oil.
Because they
I want to see some of this damn oil.
Because evidently they don't care as much about us as we'd like to think that they do.
Gas has gone up at least a dime again.
My corner gas station went from $1.59 to by the time I got home from work and saw it at $1.67.
Yeah, it's like a back up in the $1.70. It's like what? What?
Makes me want to build a tank in my backyard and just hold.
Just start refining.
There. That's
start grilling.
I would like to drill.
Maybe a T-Rex died in Hillcrest, and
maybe it was a beach-going dinosaur. You know, close to the water.
Yeah. Summertime gas prices go up. That just seems to be the way it works.
But people don't get, back to the Cheney thing, people don't get free stuff because of their job?
Well, sometimes they do, yes, you're right. But something of this magnitude, especially when there were so many accusations about the war being about oil and profits of oil, it's not going to look too good for the administration. There's also, and this is from the President's State of the Union address, that claimed that Iraq had an active nuclear program. Turns out, what they're finding out is that that was based on fraudulent documents that included the forged signature of an official that wasn't even in office at the time. This is also what Tony Blair is facing controversy about, because they're saying that the dossier, which he claimed...
Quit using fancy words.
...that weapons of mass destruction could be launched within 45 minutes, now appears to all have been fabricated. So it's... You know, this is politics at their finest.
Yeah, but all they've done so far is accuse people. It looks bad. It sounds bad. Well, yeah, diarrhea sounds bad.
Well, so did a blowjob in the office until we started hearing all the evidence about it and the lies that surrounded it. So, you know, this is the way politics runs, and the bottom line is we've all said it. Rumors are true.
It's just in. Diarrhea is actually bad.
Yes, it is actually.
It's bad.
It'll kill you.
If left untreated, you're absolutely
right.
right. I agree.
I don't know.
I expect to hear more about it before it goes away at all.
Sometimes when we're talking about these, on one hand, you'll say, well, this is bad. People are upset about this. It's very upsetting. It's an election year. And then other times you'll say, David, they're politicians. What do you expect out of them? You're stupid.
Oh, was that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you admitted you're stupid. Come on. I admitted I'm stupid.
Stupidest guys I know.
Well.
And I don't know that many people.
So there you go.
You are correct, sir.
So there you go.
I don't know. It just doesn't bother me that much. Even if it's true, it doesn't bother me that much.
It bothers me a lot, and I don't think I'm alone.
Shelley, they're politicians. What do you expect them? What do you expect of them?
I expect them not to lie to us when they take our troops into
Shelley,
harm's way.
isn't lying all about politics? Isn't politics all about lying? That's what you always tell me.
Well, it was a problem with Clinton, and I think it's going to be a problem with this administration.
Shelley, other condescending things.
David.
That's what you always
we'll
tell
just
me.
Have to wait and see.
That's what you always tell me.
Well, I think the magnitude of lie is a little bit different. This involved people getting killed.
How much they lied.
Well, it's true.
What we
and
went
fabricated documents and used forged signatures and then terrified us into thinking that if we didn't strike Saddam Hussein that we would have a big bullseye on us.
I don't know. I never
that's
bought
pretty
that.
serious.
I never bought that story.
Well, I mean, a lot of people did. We were up to
a lot of people are stupid.
We were up to a code orange. I mean, we were made to believe that we were definitely
not me
going to be struck.
Not me.
Well, then you should vote. You should vote how you feel then in the next election.
Well,
I certainly will.
I'm certainly going to, but I mean, I didn't buy any of that stuff. This whole thing was about a show of power. Go over there into the Middle East and shake it up a little bit and say, hey, quit dicking with us because this is what we can do.
So the money for private industry is just a bonus?
Someone's got to get the job.
Well, why not spread it around with the other people who helped us?
That's not the capitalistic way.
And they may not be capable of doing it. Many of the countries...
Well, we will never know since they never got to bid on the job.
Well, so what?
Well, you can bid on a job
capitalist
and not be capable of it.
Yeah, but that's to be determined by a fair process, not just saying, well, Halliburton's already over in Afghanistan, let's give it to Iraq. Let's let them have Iraq,
you know what?
too.
I have no doubt that there's a strong possibility that they glossed over it and just did these guys a favor. But I don't
Which is
care.
exactly what the opponents of the war were saying. That remember all the protests worldwide in the street? Hey, this is all about blood for oil.
Well, I want to see some of it then.
This is the sad thing about it. They dicked us over to get oil for Halliburton, and you're not going to see any benefit from it. That's all going into the linings of the pockets of fat cats.
Now, that's only your wild, crazy, crackpot speculation.
That's right.
Not to be confused with a fact that you can back up.
Well, I can. The documents were forged that said that there was, what is it called, yellow cake uranium out of Niger. And the whole Bush administration found out that that was a fraudulent document before we ever went to war, and they went on and decided to gloss that over and tell us that, nope, that's true. They're getting uranium. We know where the weapons of mass destruction are. And the bottom line is they don't.
Well, I never bought it. I never bought it for a minute. Go in there and shake the place up and show them, quit dicking with us, because this is what we're going to do to you. And they're getting some results in Israel.
How so?
Oh, they're talking now. They're actually seriously talking about settling down and calming down and quit hitting each other in the head
Why
with
didn't
bricks.
we hit Israel and not Iraq? I just,
Why we
I don't understand. I really don't. Well, I mean, we could talk about this all
What
day.
difference does it make? If we hit Israel instead of Iraq, you'd say, well, why didn't we hit Iraq instead of Israel?
No, I wouldn't, because I don't think there was any threat from Iraq. I think
the guy's a mass murderer.
The guy's a mass murderer, but you know what? There are a lot of administrations that are mass murderers.
Sure.
They're horrible. Why did we pick on Iraq? Because there's oil money there. That's what opponents have said all along.
Bonus.
But we're not seeing any of the profits from it.
Well,
is your gas going down?
No, my gas is not going down.
So what does that tell you about what the administration is doing to us?
I don't know.
I think it tells us that they're going to get the rewards of this and not us.
Did you expect a reward?
Well, I was hoping that since we were over there and everyone was saying, yeah, give me some of the oil, I want the price to go down, that maybe that would be a benefit. But it hasn't happened. Nor are we apparently any safer from terrorism, because every report I see says they're still out there, they're still pissed off, they're still going to hit us. So I don't really
have Saddam Hussein and his kids to worry about anymore.
We don't even know if he's dead.
He's out of commission. Come on. He's not doing
What
anything.
if he's out of commission with his $1 billion in cash that he took from the Central Iraq Bank?
No one promised you that he was going to be broke. No one promised you he'd be dead. They just said he'd be out of commission. That's what they promised you, and that's what you got.
No, they said we were going to kill him.
If they could, but they also said before the war started, if he'll just leave the country, give up and go away, fine, we won't pull the trigger.
But he didn't do that, and now we have no idea where
But
he
no
is.
one promised you that he'd be dead. They promised you he'd be out of commission.
And he's not
he
ruling
is.
a country anymore.
He's
walking
out of
around
commission.
with $1 billion and a major chip on his shoulder now. I see that as a lot more dangerous than
It's
knowing
not like
exactly
we
where he is
gave
in
him $1
Iraq.
billion.
No, he took that money.
Right, he's the bad guy.
I understand, and I still think he's a bad guy.
Then why
But
do
we
people
did not help the
protest our
situation
leaders?
Because we didn't help the situation by handling it like a trigger-happy cowboy.
Well, then I guess you ought to be president of the United States
No.
or commander of the armed forces, because, man, there's a lot of armchair quarterbacks going on talking about this thing.
You're going to see a lot more of it during this election year because people are pissed off at what happened.
Well, the Iraqis are pretty happy about it.
No, they keep shooting our soldiers, Ruthie.
But in general, most of them are. The majority
In general, the
of
ones
them
with the
are.
guns are shooting our guys.
Well, there's
I
bad
hate
guys.
that.
They
That's
still got
one out of
bad
a nation of
There's
millions.
been one every day since.
Yeah,
we've
out of a
been there.
nation of millions.
Right.
I mean, they
Well,
still
that's a
have bad guys.
vast minority.
We're still losing our guys.
Yes, I agree.
Is it one too many? I think so.
You know, we lose guys when we're not at war.
I understand that, but I think
Our guys get
losing
shot
them-
when we're not at war.
I
And
think
that's their
losing them
job. They
on
know
foreign
that.
soil is for a stupid reason like money or oil. I think that's deplorable, despicable.
Well, it's the way of the world, sister.
I think it's shameful. And I intend to exercise my opinion when I vote.
Oh, fine.
Yes.
Try that.
Yeah.
Thanks
so
a
there.
lot.
Blech.
God, I might have to vote Republican this election.
Oh, Ruthie, just go ahead and go over to the other side now. I think you have to turn in your lesbo card.
So I
though.
was in favor of this war. I'm still in favor of it.
Well, who's got a better idea?
Well, there's nothing. I mean, the horse is out of the barn now.
No, who's got the better idea, in your opinion, right now? I mean, you're threatening to give your vote to someone obviously other than George Bush. Who are you thinking about?
Well, I think I'd like to wait to see who the Democratic candidate is. So I can't really say.
But you've already announced that he's not going to get your vote, and you don't even know what the choices are.
George Bush absolutely will not get my vote.
But you don't even know what the choices are. What if
I know
Satan and
what-
Hitler were running?
Well, then one of those might get my vote because I
Nah,
would
you don't
not
mean
vote
that.
for Bush.
You don't mean that.
It will be a cold day in hell when I vote for George W. Bush. It just won't happen. Meanwhile, we were talking about the bishop in Phoenix. Who
You know, I'm not trying to support anybody necessarily. I'm
No.
just, why do people get so bent out of shape when the way of the world goes on, day after day
Well,
after
you know
day?
what? I don't understand why this administration or anyone on obviously your opinion of this side of things is surprised by this, because the protests should have been writing on the wall. The people who, I mean, there's a cyber campaign that you wouldn't believe, writing to congressmen, to senators, asking them to support, you know, an investigation into this. Find the forged documents for us. This has been a movement and an undercurrent in this nation since long before this war started. So don't be surprised when it rears its head again. It's going to. It won't go away.
No, and I'm surprised that people just get their panties all twisted up about the way of the world.
Well, I don't think you can just write off what happened in Iraq as the way of the world.
It is the way of the world.
It's not the way I.
Always been the way of your country.
It's
always.
not the way I want my world to be.
You haven't
and
changed
the
it,
only
and it's
thing
always
I have
been
to
that
do
way.
Is express myself in my vote.
Right, but it's always been that way, and your vote hasn't changed it.
Well, I don't recall. Gosh, I'm trying to think. During the Clinton administration, I don't recall.
Really, you don't remember Mogadishu?
I remember that, but I don't recall terrifying the nation, telling us that we had to send our guys in harm's
You
way.
weren't terrified.
You don't think I was?
No, I don't think you were terrified. You want me to look up the definition of terrify?
Terrify?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. When your government officials go on the air and warn you repeatedly to be ever vigilant, worry about everyone you see that might be suspicious, and don't hesitate to call the FBI. That's instilling terror in people.
You're very dramatic.
I'm not alone. There are a lot of people like me who feel the same way.
That doesn't make it right, though. Just because there's a lot.
It doesn't make it wrong.
It does.
And it is human emotion, and it is what our administration has led us to believe. When you've got Tony Blair saying that we could be struck within 45 minutes of a call for Saddam Hussein, you don't think that's trying to instill terror and try to sway people to his side?
I never heard that
based
before.
on fear.
When did he say that?
Before the war.
Yeah, I never heard him say that.
Well, his people did, and now they're calling him on the carpet about it.
His people said it or he said it?
He said it.
Yeah, I never heard him say that before.
He said it.
All right. Do we need to take a break here?
Well, can we finish this one story?
Yes,
about
please.
This is about the bishop who did the hit and run in Phoenix over the weekend, who had already gotten in trouble because he was moving all the pedophile priests here and there without telling anyone.
I remember that.
So there was a Catholic Church National Review panel that was set up. They were overseeing the sexual abuse policy reforms, and it was former Oklahoma Governor Frank Keating who was the leader. Well, he stepped down yesterday because of some...
In a hissy fit, he did.
In a hissy fit.
Mm-hmm.
There was some political incorrectness. He evidently referred to the Catholic Church or compared them to the mafia.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Janet Patterson, whose son committed suicide after being molested by a priest. She says it's disappointing to see Keating leave that panel.
He may not be politically correct, and he may not couch it in euphemistic terms, but he's telling it like it is.
She says Keating was right about members of the Catholic hierarchy acting like the mafia. Peterson says those coming out against Keating wanted him to be politically correct.
The histories have been very much cover-up, concealing, lying, on so on, and so he's expressing a reality, and of course they want him to express it in nice terms.
Patterson says Keating might not have been politically correct, but he did want to fix the problems with the Catholic
He came
Church.
across as very much a wanting to get in there and clean this thing up and keep children safe and have justice for people who've been hurt so terribly.
Keating resigned Monday afternoon amid the controversy.
Calling them the mafia.
Yep. And is he so wrong?
I don't know. Are they killing people?
No, but I think he's talking about like this family brotherhood thing where they won't rat each other out.
Yeah, but they kill people.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So, yeah, I'd say he's wrong. We got to take a time out. We'll come back because Barbara Walters wants to talk to you about sex.
Yeah.
Take notes, Ruth. Here's Route 66.
Slow traffic continues south on 163 where there's a crash approaching Interstate 8. Still blocking the fast lane. Traffic's backed up through Balboa Park as a result. Southbound 5 still slow on your North County coastline. Encinitas Boulevard down past Manchester. Cold Stone Creamery is the ultimate ice cream experience. Thursdays are now the ultimate ice cream day. For a limited time, get one additional mix-in free with every regular creation purchase. Cold Stone really is the ultimate ice cream experience. I'm Ruth 66 with Dave Shelley and Chase Hall, 101.5 KGB.
You've seen past winners of KGB's Miss World Class on posters, websites, billboards, and national TV shows. Now it's time for San Diego to see you. Want to be showered with $15,000 in cash and prizes, including a Santa Ana pool table from Olhausen Game Room Superstore,
a lady's necklace from Ed Benjamin and Sons Fine Jewelry,
a designer spas of Kearny Mesa Jacuzzi,
an F Street romance bed,
a Vegas vacation from Harrah's Rincon Casino and Resort,
and a fat XR50 from the Fun Bike Setter. Then call the KGB Promotions Department at 858-522-5571.
We've got a tiara and sash with your name on it. If your name is Miss World Class 2003. From O'Doul's and San Diego's Classic Rock. 101.5 KGB.
How would you like all your teeth whiter, not just the front 6 teeth like the strips do? Try the Rembrandt Plus Superior Whitening Kit. Get a full set of whiter teeth. Get the Rembrandt Plus Superior Whitening Kit today.
Hey, waiter?
Yes, sir.
What's this in my fish tacos?
That's fresh mahi-mahi, sir.
Fish?
Yes, sir.
I told you.
Look, if I wanted fish, I would not have ordered fish tacos.
What a baby.
I expected little bits of fried bread stuff.
Well, a lot of places use frozen breaded fish pieces in their tacos, sir. Here at Chevy's, we use only fresh fish. They're grilled over mesquite.
Kind of threw me a curveball here.
Well, if you'd like chicken or beef tacos instead.
Why don't you just try it?
Okay. Ah, that's good.
Well, there you go.
See? You never know unless you try.
Fresh Mex means fresh, never frozen, never been frozen. So at Chevy's, we might offer you fish tacos with fresh mesquite grilled mahi-mahi or halibut or snapper. What we can't offer you are those little fried bread things.
Hey, this tomato stuff's pretty good, too.
That's pico de gallo.
Oh, yeah?
It's Spanish for beak of the rooster.
You don't actually use the...
No, sir, we don't.
What a stupid question.
Hey, with these guys, you never know.
Chevy's. Fresh Max.
Takeout just got more exciting. Try Chevy's Express Max for a tasty choice in takeout. Fresh food ready for the road.
From now on, I will knit or crochet all my own clothes.
Instead of landscaping, we will call our taller weeds saplings.
I will cut all solid foods from my diet. And liquids, too.
I will freelance as a nude figure model.
Everyone has ideas about how to live happily within their means.
I'm naked right now.
At Citibank, we think you'll find ours just a little more helpful. From online banking to help manage your accounts, to home equity loans and free checking with direct deposit, we've got the tools you need to prepare, save, and not skimp on life.
I will only dine at restaurants that have the word jumbo before every item.
Call 1-800-336-CITI or visit a Citibank location. Citibank. Live richly.
Citibank Easy Checking is free of monthly maintenance fees with a monthly direct deposit. Otherwise, monthly maintenance fee is $9.50 and per check fee is 50 cents when minimum balance requirements are not met. Charges for other account-related services still apply. Citibank West, FSB, member FDIC.
It's KGB. You're hanging with Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw. Thanks for switching us on. You know, I don't know why anybody goes into politics anymore.
I know.
Thankless job.
Yeah.
Nobody says, hey, nice job. You piss everybody off. Everybody wants a recall on you. You got to be a strange bird going into that job because you know that's coming your way.
I would think so.
You're going to screw up. You're going to get caught with strippers from Cheetahs. It's a messed up field.
Yeah.
Really is.
Right.
You got to be one power-hungry, egotistical bastard to be in that
And that in
job.
itself makes you reprehensible for the job.
I know it.
It's such a catch-22, and for the people especially. You know, and we do this under the veil of democracy, and we have the right to vote for these clowns. Good God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my stars and stripes.
All right, what else is going on today, Shell?
Well, you know, there's been a gag order in the Lacey Scott Peterson trial. And so the attorney for Scott Peterson's mistress says the gag order issued last week doesn't apply to her. This is Gloria Allred. She says the judge issued the order to try and prevent leaks in the case. Gloria Allred, representing Amber Fry, the chick who was having the affair with Mark, said Monday in Los Angeles that efforts by Mark Garagos, Peterson's attorney, to land her in contempt of court will absolutely fail.
I think that this is an attempt to silence me. And there is no merit to the argument that they're making. The protective order clearly does not cover me, and Mark Garagos knows that, because he has received a copy of it.
Bottom line, Gloria says she will not shut up.
There is no need for me to be subjected to a protective order, otherwise known as a gag order, because I've never said that Mr. Peterson was guilty. I've always said that that is an issue for the jury to decide.
Help out Tower Records. They've lost some money. They've restated their profits from last fall and had to shave about $20 million off their previously reported earnings. Latest sign of trouble now for the West Sacramento-based music retailer. And here at home, former sales manager...
You go to Tower Records?
I've been there a couple of times because it's by the Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I have to admit that I'm an anchor store junkie. If there's a Ralph's in the parking lot, I'm going to Warehouse because I'm going to stop by there. Tower Records, if I'm going to Home Depot and I want to buy something, sure, I'll go to Tower.
Yeah.
But I won't drive all the way over there if I don't have to.
I can't remember the last time I was at Tower Records.
It used to be like the main one.
Yeah, it used to be, but they kind of stood still and didn't, like, move along.
Keep up with the times.
Right, they didn't.
I can't remember the last time I was in a record store. Period.
Well, part of the problem with any record store is the snotty clerk that thinks you are so uncool you don't even deserve to be in there.
You're having a hard time at the record store, Shell?
And well, there's just a lot of snotty clerks out there.
Over there buying your lesbian folk records?
Yes, they look at me so judgmental. It's just terrible.
But I love Tower. I would shop there again. They have all this eclectic stuff and B stuff and things that you don't expect to find.
Kind of my point. Have you noticed how that doesn't work necessarily in business these days?
Well, the Tower Records that I shopped at is huge, and it has, the top 100, the if you want to come in and buy the hot thing, they've got the hot thing, but they also have this giant selection of interesting material.
But look at who you're competing with now. Fry's has more CDs than I've ever seen in my life. Have you been over there to their CD department?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
And so does Costco.
And so
Barnes
does
and
Costco.
Noble.
Yeah.
Barnes and Noble. I mean, they've got so much competition. It might be time to
Target.
go more mainstream. Right.
Oh, God, Target has a huge record store now.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line is their customers are going away. Figure it out.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's more convenient to pick up a gallon of milk and a
Gallon of
DVD.
milk?
Milk.
Sounded like you said milk.
It did sound a little bit like that. And I
Were,
didn't mean to
were
say
you
that.
saying milk?
I might have a little bit of a
Milk.
Ned. But you're right. You go to Target, you get some shampoo and a CD.
Okay.
So.
Is it the San Diego company? Is it Peregrine Systems?
Yes.
Peregrine.
Peregrine.
I'm sorry you mispronounced it once again.
Well, that's why I asked, because I love to be corrected.
Well, you did ask.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much. The former sales manager has admitted that he and other executives of this San Diego-based software firm tricked analysis and investors into believing they were making a lot more money than they were.
Is it milk or milk?
I didn't ask. I just went ahead and mispronounced it anyway.
44-year-old Steven Spitzer admitted he and other guys met regularly at the end of each quarter to determine how much additional revenue they needed to meet or exceed the expectations of Wall Street analysts. The former vice president of sales also admitted that he repeatedly produced false documents to show end-of-quarter sham sales as revenue. He might get up to 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine when he is sentenced.
Why doesn't he just go make out with Dick Cheney? And all the other war
They could
criminals.
falsify all the war records and the financial records at the same
Why
time.
don't they just have a little big falsifying pajama
And
party?
then bring in Kenny Lay, because God knows he's not going to jail. It'll be great. Then there's this guy, 30-year-old Kyle Van Epps. He was sentenced to a year in jail for setting 2 of the 5 fires set last summer. He took a guilty plea in the eastern San Diego County arson, and witnesses say he appeared hypnotized as he set the blazes. He will face a maximum of over 7 years in prison, but the judge says he was less responsible than co-defendant Mary Blair. Now, Blair manipulated the less intelligent Van Epps, according to the judge, and he believed that she was a witch with special powers. Cool. Blair told the U.S. Forest Service investigator that she and Van Epps were pagan Christians and wore pendants around their necks that made them fertility goddesses. Despite appearing in a string of popular movies in the 1940s, Hume Crone's wide-ranging career was probably overshadowed by Cocoon. Did he care? No, he said he didn't give a damn what he was remembered for, and that didn't trouble him. He was satisfied with the way his career turned out. He said he'd had a wonderful career and that he'd been allowed to do many different things. Hume died of prostate cancer Sunday at his home in Connecticut. He was 91. A private service will be held for him.
That happened yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I think that falls right at the dead end of the Everything Comes in Threes.
I think so.
We originally said it's got to happen by midnight Monday morning.
Well,
it's pretty close.
Close enough.
It was a Thursday, Friday, and Monday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
2 of them happened in one day.
He died
Come
Sunday
on.
at
He died
his home in
Sunday?
Connecticut.
Oh, well, then it totally
yeah,
counts.
Totally in.
He's in.
the third.
Okay.
And you got to think Bob Hope's at home going, ha ha. You know?
Ah, my God.
He's got a reprieve now.
He does.
So do we, though, for that matter.
Or he wants a Quattro.
Yeah. You were talking earlier about Forbes magazine and its Celebrity 100 issue.
Yes.
Listing the top earning celebs from last year. It actually doesn't come out until Friday, but they're leaking all this stuff.
Well, that's why I brought it out early.
Well, yeah.
You know.
Well, I looked at a few more details that might catch our eye. Nicole Kidman is number 16, while Tom Cruise doesn't make the list at all. That doesn't necessarily mean that Tom's got no cred left.
Doesn't make the list.
He doesn't make the list, but he didn't take any upfront money for his latest movie, The Last Samurai.
The list ranks a lot of different things. How much money you made, how many times you were on TV, magazine covers, da-da-da-da-da. They take all those numbers, they throw them into a sorter, and it determines your star power.
Right.
And what was interesting earlier this morning was that last year, the number 1 star power ranking went to Britney Spears. This year, she's fallen all the way from number 1 to not on the list
Well,
of the
maybe
top
she and
100.
Tom can hang around together.
That's a long fall.
It's a very long fall. Will Smith is number 11. Halle Berry makes her debut on the list at 29, and I would have thought she would have been higher than that because she's everywhere.
Money.
Recently. Money. I guess you're right. Ray Romano, number 45. Who has more money than him?
I don't know. He's getting a ton for that show.
I know. And his TV wife, Patricia Heaton, number 90. Renee Zellweger makes her first appearance at 61, and big fat Greek has-been Nia Vardalos is number 78. Here's further proof that Gwyneth Paltrow has become the new Yoko Ono. You know, she's dating that Coldplay guy.
Well, you know who else is the possible Yoko Ono? The Hoof. What if the Hoof screws us all up?
Yeah. I know.
Big risk, boy.
Break up our Beatles group here.
Thanks a lot, John.
Yeah.
Why would she do that?
You're happy.
Couldn't stay with Cynthia, huh?
Well, we're going to have a press conference. We'll be naked in her bed. In that sleep train bed. Coming up shortly. She was very unflattered by your portrayal of her as such.
Tough. You think Paul, George, and Ringo gave a rat's ass about Yoko feeling unflattered?
Nope.
Probably not.
And I get to be Paul.
I'm John.
I want... George, crap.
No,
shut up.
You can't be John. I'm John.
No, you're Ringo. You're behind the drums, man.
No.
No, he's John.
I'll take Ringo. I'm alive.
You're George then, Shell. Sorry.
Thanks. Just give me a pack of smokes.
The ugly dullard.
Thanks.
Ruth is Pete Best.
All right, cool.
Well, anyway, if you ask the Coldplay guy, because they do these Q&A sessions before his concert, he plays little venues, and so Chris Martin is his name, and he'll say, "Yeah, you can ask me anything you want, unless you mention poor Gwyneth, and then I won't talk to you at all. I'll end everything early."
Gee whiz, how am I going to continue with this incomplete interview with Johnny Hoositz from Whatchamacallit?
I know.
Sing clocks and shut up.
But I have a canoodling report.
All right.
Nick Cage and Angelina Jolie, both recently single, were going at each other on the dance floor at some black tie event recently. By the end of the party, they were in each other's arms. It just happened. Nick and Angelina had supposedly been sharing platonic lunches over the past few weeks, but at this party, they just couldn't control themselves anymore.
She's on some magazine cover this month with her great big gigantic puffed up lips and her finger in her mouth that you hate so much.
Oh, I hate when she does that. That's like Callista Flockhart.
She always looks like she's desperately in need of Blistex.
Yes, I know.
She does.
I know. They've been puffed up
She's
so
got
big.
very wrinkly lips.
Her whole mouth is a cold sore.
Yeah.
Ew. I know.
It's true.
Very odd. Last night, Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton's press tour to promote her new book took CBS, Late Show with David Letterman. Before the interview, Letterman was lamenting the fact that there's nothing left to ask the former First Lady because she's been on all the major talk shows. And then he asked and everyone's asked her all the obvious questions. Regardless, Dave was able to be somewhat original in his interview with Hillary.
Does it bother you now? Did it bother you then that people like myself continue to make jokes about your husband? Is that troubling to you?
Well, you know, part of the reason I came on this show is I didn't know you did.
Oh, I see. You're not watching the show then. Oh, all right. Well, very few people do, so don't worry about it.
Barbara Walters showed a completely different side of herself. I guess last night they had The View, first ever primetime special, and it was their his and hers body test. Throughout the course of the show, the women of The View gave the nation a multiple choice quiz on health issues.
What is the quiz? Do you have it there?
I don't have it, but at the beginning of the show, one of the first questions posed was the, quote, most common sexual disorder in men under 25. So Barbara confidently picked choice C and even illustrated a solution to the problem with her hands.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, no.
And words, too.
I think it is premature ejaculation.
I would agree.
That's what I think the answer is.
And what's the treatment?
The treatment is... I thought I'd never do this in the morning. No, that's strong time. The treatment is pressure, almost pinching.
How would you... Why don't you get your hands down? That's true. Why don't you get your hands down?
It's a melee.
The woman...
Really? Are you speaking about this from your own experience?
I said no. This is knowledge.
Inch nay on the inch pay.
What was it?
Itch nay on the pinch nay or whatever.
Inch pay.
Inch pay.
Inch
That's
pay.
funny.
Okay.
Walters, and the final question of the night was it was in regards to men in their 50s giving themselves a digital rectal exam for prostate cancer. Barbara suggested a surefire way to never forget the important advice.
Just remember that lovely song, Finger in the Red.
You are silly.
Oh, my God. Barbara is gone off.
Oh, my God.
Sex fiend.
She doesn't care anymore.
I know.
Did she sing any other hits other than Finger in the Rectum?
That's all we got. That's really all we
She's
wanted.
a one-hit wonder.
Yes,
She's
she
just
is.
like the Knack.
Wow.
Or Paper Lace, one of those two.
I think Paper Lace.
Hello.
Gotta hear that again.
Just remember that lovely song, Finger in the Red.
You are silly.
Jesus.
Jesus. Oh, my God. A couple of bits of information.
I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, I know, me too. This could save your life and the life of your gardener. When you're feeding a tree branch through an industrial wood chipper and the tree branch gets stuck, do not jump into the shredder and push it through. 20-year-old Rigoberto Martinez, a gardener from Long Branch, New Jersey, might be Hispanic, tried to force a branch through the shredder by kicking it.
Oh.
And I know what you're thinking. What's so bad about sticking one of your limbs into a machine with giant spinning blades? The shredder sucked his kicking leg into the machine and then grabbed the other leg and shredded him, and he's no longer with us.
Holy smokes.
The next time you experience a painful burning sensation while urinating, it might not be a nasty social disease. It might just be beetles growing in your body and swimming out your urine streams.
What?
It screams urban legend, but I have no reason to believe it's not true.
No.
A 13-year-old boy from West India went to the doctor complaining of crotchal pain and burning wee-wee. The doctors checked him and found beetle eggs in a cavity in the boy's groin. They're about a quarter of an inch long, so that makes them tiny, but then you consider the size of the hole they're flying out of. And they're pretty big. Doctors aren't sure how the beetle eggs got into the boy's crotchal cavity in the first place, but they're exterminating the bugs now. I guess they had to tent him.
I have the health test if you want to take it.
Oh, good.
First it's kidney stones, now beetles
Yeah.
coming out of there? Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's test our health, our show health.
All right.
All right?
Is this voting or are we?
We're going to come up with an agreed-upon answer and find out how smart we are about our bodies, all right?
Okay.
Question number 1, the most common sexual disorder in men under 25 is erectile dysfunction, low libido, yeah, premature. It's got to be there.
Gotta
isn't
be
it?
creamy.
Who has a biological clock? Men, women, men and women.
Chicks.
Both.
Really, I would have said women to that one.
No, it's both.
Is it both?
Sure.
All right, Boyer and I are saying, one, you're the tiebreaker, Shell. What's it going to be, men, women, or men and women?
Both.
Got it.
I think we both have them. They strike at different times.
Okay. Yes, that's correct. Next, sleep problems in men are commonly caused by anxiety, high testosterone levels, low growth hormone levels.
Anxiety.
All right, anxiety is correct. Compared to their unmarried counterparts, studies show that married couples are less healthy, as healthy, healthier.
Surprisingly healthy.
Healthier.
Healthier is correct.
Actually, though, if you take it further, the wife dies sooner than if she stayed single because I guess she's
Something to look forward to.
Right, single women are happier and married men are happier.
right.
Compared to their married counterparts, studies show that single men and women are thinner, fatter, the same. I got to say thinner.
Yeah, I think so.
Thinner is correct. The most common cause of hair loss in men is the hormone estrogen, genes inherited from the mother, genes inherited from both parents.
From the mother.
From the mother.
My mother.
Your mother.
Not
really
your
wanted-
mother.
My mother. What about my mother?
She made you bald.
No, that's
It's both.
incorrect.
What is it,
It's
both?
both.
It is both.
Because
Wow.
the recessive gene in your dad's comes from the female side.
A common cause of hair loss in women is A, pregnancy, B, irritable bowel syndrome,
Oh, crap.
C, genes inherited from the mother.
See?
IBS.
Don't know.
I don't know.
What was the first one?
Pregnancy.
Yeah, not from that.
What's it going to be?
C.
C.
Yeah.
No.
Pregnancy?
What is it?
Yes, it's pregnancy.
Women always say how their hair grows thicker and longer and strong. And
Male infertility is frequently caused by A, enlarged veins, B, mononucleosis, C, sciatica.
What if you think none of those?
A, enlarged veins is correct.
Oh.
The most common cause of female infertility is polycystic ovary syndrome, hyperthyroidism, herpes.
A.
First one.
It's polycystic.
I think it's herpes, but I'm going to put down your A, and you're correct.
Yep.
And finally, the most commonly undiagnosed STD without symptoms is human papillomavirus, herpes, gonorrhea.
HPV.
That'd be A, David.
A.
And that is correct. What is HPV, Boyer?
I don't know.
Did I just hear Boyer say, I don't know?
The first time
Isolated.
ever.
Isolated.
And right away he said it.
You don't know crap.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Wow.
Lance, you don't know?
I don't know.
Jennifer.
I don't know.
Chris?
I don't know. Well, that and a nickel will get you a hot cup of Jack Squat.
Thank you, Shell.
Yep.
It'll be Chainsaw Sports. After this check on traffic, here's Route 66.
Slow traffic continues. North County Coastline, southbound 5, 44 miles an hour at Encinitas Boulevard. It's in the teens and 20s past that down to Manchester. So bunch up a bit southbound 163 into the park from an earlier crash. Have your roofing, siding, or windows installed by licensed and insured professionals through the Home Depot at-home services. Call 1-800-79-DEPOT for a free in-home consultation. I'm Ruth 66 with Dave Shelley and Chainsaw, 101.5 KGB.
Chevrolet moves California with attitude, with dependability, with Chevy Silverado. Car and Driver's best pickup for the third year in a row. Maybe that's why Chevy full-size pickups have a higher resale value than Ford. Based on 1999 through 2002 model year vehicles and NADA January 2003 trade-in values. Get a Silverado crew cab and get seating for up to 6 and available DVD player for a truck that's as comfortable as it is practical. And right now, get $3,000 cash back on Chevy Silverado. See dealer for details. Take delivery by 7703. Plus, current and retired military personnel get $750 military bonus cash for $3,750 total cash back on Chevy Silverado. Proof of military service required. See dealer for details. Take delivery by 9/30/03. Chevy Silverado. Car and Driver's best pickup, and sure to be yours too. To find a Silverado that moves you, visit us online or see your San Diego County Chevy dealer today.
Hey, baby. Harvey here for Bally's Las Vegas. Are you looking for a classic Vegas joint with all the fixins? A place where high-rolling hepcats and bombshell betties party all night long? Well, think Bally's, baby. At Bally's, we promise classic Las Vegas. And right now, we're offering the Vintage Vegas package at Bally'sLasVegas.com. The Vintage Vegas package at Bally's puts you in the middle of all the white-hot summer action. This is a non-stop throwback to the glory days, baby. The Vintage Vegas package includes everything you'll need to experience Vegas right. 2-for-1 tickets to the Glam Gal Showgirl Extravaganza, Dawn Arden's Jubilee. 2-for-1 admission to the new Bally's Spa. $50 in delicious dining values and a discount book valued at over $1,000.
To get your Vintage Vegas package, call 1-800-7-BALLYS or visit us at Bally'sLV.com for best rates and offers based on availability. Offer not valid for meetings or groups.
Stuck Cars and All-Stars is brought to you by Gum Out. Got a car with more than 75,000 miles? Try new Gum Out high-mileage fuel injector cleaner.
Picture the beautiful California coastline. The white-capped waves, majestic mountains, river valleys, birds flying, and a washing machine. Normally, these things wouldn't go together, but maybe they can. Because if that washing machine has an Energy Star label, it uses 50% less energy and 40% less water than other models. That helps it fit into the picture a little better, doesn't it? In addition to saving natural resources, Energy Star washing machines save money, too. First, by lowering your energy costs by about $100 a year compared to a 10-year-old washing machine. And second, because you could get a $75 rebate on qualified models. The picture just gets prettier and prettier, doesn't it? Check with your local utility for details. Saving energy, it's a way of life.
Paid for by Efficiency Partner.
Want to be sure your Toyota is always running at its best? Then it's time to do the right thing. Always take your Toyota to a Toyota dealer for factory-recommended regular scheduled maintenance. It's affordable, quick, and convenient with 9 dealers in San Diego County ready to serve you. Only your Toyota dealer has genuine Toyota parts and factory-trained technicians who are constantly schooled on the latest Toyota innovations. So take your Toyota to the people who know Toyota's best, your San Diego County Toyota dealer, and keep your Toyota running like, well, a Toyota. For low prices and great service specials, see your local San Diego County Toyota dealer. Get the feeling. Toyota.
If you've ever thought about earning your college degree, now's the time to do it at University of Phoenix. In our knowledge-based economy, demand for education has never been greater. Today, college graduates enjoy more career opportunity, better job security, and a much higher income than non-college graduates. With a college degree, you can set your sights higher, achieve more of your goals, and ensure a better future for your family. At University of Phoenix, the value of our degree is even greater because you can earn it sooner than you could at other universities. Of course, a college degree also rewards you with personal growth, pride, and confidence, benefits you can't put a price on. Call University of Phoenix today, and we'll show you just how convenient, affordable, and obtainable your college degree really is.
With campuses in over 90 cities, including San Diego, University of Phoenix is California and the nation's largest private accredited university. To learn more about our many exciting degree programs, call 1-800-MY-SUCCESS or visit us online at www.phoenix.edu. You can do this.
I'm here with Willie Mays, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. So, Willie, how many career hits did you have?
Oh, career hits? 3,283.
Of those, how many were home runs?
Oh, home runs? Oh, man, 660.
And how many broken cars have you fixed?
Oh, whopping 0, man.
Being an expert in one field doesn't make you an expert in them all. For help making smart automotive decisions, visit autorepair.ca.gov, the Bureau of Automotive Repair. Drive smart, California.
So, you just heard about the Bureau of Automotive Repair. Only now you're asking yourself, who are they? Check this out. The Bureau of Automotive Repair is here to inform and assist you when it comes to servicing or repairing your automobile. Don't know much about auto repair? We can fix that. Check out autorepair.ca.gov for great maintenance and automotive repair tips and a host of other automotive information. The Bureau of Automotive Repair. Drive smart, California. Brought to you by the California Department of Consumer Affairs.
Chainsaw, we're going to be at Aviara Thursday for Dave's Free Thursday Golf.
What a beautiful course.
Want to go with? Let's go to 101kgb.com today. Just click on that link, Dave's Free Thursday Golf. If you're going this week, you're going to the Four Seasons. Thanks to the Fun Bike Center, our title sponsor. Now, the Sports Network update with the Chainsaw here on KGB. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you, David, and hello again, everybody in the sports world. For the first time since April, the Padres have won 2 in a row. After squandering a 4-1 lead to trail the Rockies 5-4 after 8 innings, Mark Loretta cracked a 3-run tater to give the Padres a 7-5 lead, which Rod Beck was able to preserve. Padres hope to make it 3 in a row tonight. Padres-Rockies first pitch, 6:05. Elsewhere in baseball, Marlins brandoed the Mets, Brewers yeasted St. Louis, Cubs scouted the Reds, Royals flushed Minnesota, White Sox mismatched the Red Sox, and Seattle slew Anaheim. Meanwhile, in the National
I love performing.
I do. You know what it kills me, though? Every time I'm about to do a show, some idiot comes up to me and says, hey, break a leg. Screw you. I hope you rupture your spleen, you idiot. What kind of greeting is that? Now, they don't mean anything by it. We just don't even know what we're saying in our language, do we? I don't want to beat a dead horse. I don't want you to either. There's more than one way to skin a cat. How many ways do you need, you Nazi? She's a party pooper. Keep her away from the dip. He's on the lam. He needs a girlfriend immediately. We say dumb stuff. Hey, can I bend your ear? Sure, if I can poke you in the eye, you jackass. Man, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. What the hell is that? Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed is a squirrel on crack. That's what that is. I don't give a rat's ass. Who wants to receive a rat's ass? She'll bend over backwards to please you.
Okay.
Basketball Association. Ratings for this year's finals are down 35% from last year, which is surprising because Tim Duncan is so incredibly sexy and Jason Kidd is so extraordinarily good-looking.
Don't you know sarcasm when you hear it? Good grief.
Duncan and Kidd, two of the very best in the league. A beautiful bank shot or a textbook bounce pass, as fundamentally sound as they may be, they are boring. Yeah, they're not as compelling as the dazzling grace of a Kobe or a Michael Jordan, or as awesome as a thundering slam dunk by the Shaq Beast, no matter how much they promote these lesser lights. Interesting. In other sports, David.
Plus, one of them's a wife beater, and, the NBA treats their women far too well to tolerate that kind of stuff in their league.
It is 10:02 and 5 seconds. And this is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, wow.
Chainsaw brought to you by Trophies. Everybody wants low prices and great service. That's why people like you award their appetite at Trophies. Great service. Top quality food. Always low prices. Trophies.
Looking for a new truck or SUV? Summer's hottest deals are at your San Diego County Toyota dealer. Now during Toyota's Endless Summer Savings, get $2,000 factory cash back or 0 APR on the powerful 4x4 Tundra. $1,000 back or 1.9 financing on a tough new 4x4 Tacoma. Get $1,500 back on the all-new 4Runner, the 245 horsepower 4Runner. $1,000 back or 1.9 financing on the smooth-riding Highlander. Hurry! See your San Diego County Toyota dealer today. 4Runner cashback offer on SR5 and sport models without AP, AZ, or YU packages. Special APRs for qualified Tier 1 and Tier 2 credit customers only. Vehicles must be purchased or leased from dealer stock by midnight 7703. For details and disclosures, call 1-888-SD-TOYOTA. Get the feeling. Toyota.
Hey, San Diego, what are you going to do with the money you'll save during the big summer sale from Cox Communications?
I'm buying a new putter.
Scuba gear. 200 roller coaster rides.
Act now for some of the best deals we've ever offered. Get 1 free month of Cox Digital Cable when you subscribe to any premium service. Get both HBO and Stars for just $9 per month for 3 months. That's 2 premium services for the price of 1. Get Cox high-speed internet for half price for 3 months. Or activate Cox Digital Telephone for just $10.
Hey, I could afford to call my mom every day.
Or get a whole new set of golf clubs.
Or ride the roller coaster 1,000 times.
Whatever you do, hurry. Our hot summer sale ends July 6th. Call 619-262-1122 or 760-599-6060 or visit CoxSanDiego.com. Most offers expire 7/6/03 and are available only to residential customers in Cox wired serviceable areas. Some restrictions apply. Call Cox for details.
Budweiser True Music is music created for real music lovers by real musicians, like Taproot.
When I look into your eyes, you help me.
There's definitely 2 types of people in the world. There's definitely people who, people like us who live for music and, read about it and listen to it and write it all the time. I know people that listen to songs that have never gotten a chill from a song, and I think that's really weird. If you do find someone that really connects with your music, I think it's that much more important because they realize that they're connecting with you and you're connecting with them on a deeper level than just the music that you've written.
And music will never like cheat on you or make you go to the grocery store when you don't want to either.
This moment of true music was brought to you by Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Another soldier has been killed in Iraq, and San Diego police make at least one arrest in connection with Sunday's gang shooting at Mission Bay. Get the latest news 24 hours a day on News Radio 600 KOGO.
Hi, the kids. This is Jorge, the honesty snake, telling you to lick fakery. Look out for this scam of fake free checking. Many banks claim to offer bounties of freeness, but they charge evil fees if you do not maintain a minimum balance, and they force you to have the direct deposit. These fees mean less toys and candy for you. I wish to bite these fakers with my paralyzing venom, then watch them quiver as I unhinge my jaw and swallow their motionless bodies whole. But I'm sorry, little boys and girls should not bite. Instead, lick fakery. Tell mom and dad to switch to the Washington Mutual truly free checking account with no need for having the direct deposit and no monthly fee no matter what your balance is. Lick the fake free checking. Go now and switch to truly free checking today. Washington Mutual, more human interest. FDIC insured.
When some dealers have a sale, it's just an illusion. They only discount a few slow movers and it's all smoke and mirrors. Hi, I'm Mike Peterson, General Manager of Tipton Honda. At Tipton, we don't do that, and we're up 30% over last year. We're saying thank you by discounting everything we have. Every Civic, every Accord, every Pilot, Odyssey, and CRV. Over 300 vehicles all discounted. Now that's how you build a long-term relationship.
Tipton, we're in it for the long run.
At a Tipton sale, you can see exactly how much you're going to save because it's all clearly marked on every vehicle. With today's low interest rates, Honda's high mileage, and Tipton's discounts on everything we have in stock, there's never been a better time to get just what you want. Now we believe that's how you build a long-term relationship.
Tipton, we're in it for the long run.
Tipton Honda, right next to Home Depot in El Cajon.
Shelly, what are you doing to our refrigerator?
Science fair project, Dad.
So why the fridge?
McDonald's has Dippin' Dots ice cream now.
Dippin' what?
They're deep frozen, crazy, creamy beads of ice cream in 4 fun flavors. Vanilla, chocolate, banana split, or tropical tie-dye.
I see.
They're super cold, so I'm doing fridge modification for the Dippin' Dot sensation.
We could just go to McDonald's.
But what'll I do for the science fair?
Refrigerator repair in record time?
How do you do that?
At participating McDonald's.
Whoa, I think this summer heat's gone to my head.
The what?
Well, I thought I saw a sign at McDonald's that said a 42-ounce size Coca-Cola is only 59 cents.
59 cents?
Uh-huh.
No. That can't be right.
Uh-huh, refreshing Coca-Cola.
Icy Coke, 42 ounces?
Uh-huh, for 59 cents. So you wanna...
Go back?
Uh-huh, and cool off?
Absolutely.
Oh, but what if it was just a mirage?
Oh, for a chance at a deal like that, I'll flip a U-turn, baby.
Cool.
42-ounce size Coke, 59 cents at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price and participation may vary. Serving size refers to total cup capacity.
Today's hilarious program was brought to you by Home Equity Mortgage, Trophies Restaurant, Jiffy Lube, and Express Tire. Thank you, friends. I think we have a special guest tomorrow on the show.
Really?
But I'm not going to say who it is.
All right.
How's that for a tease?
All right. You sold me. I'll be here.
Glue that knob right where it is. Lock it in. Rip the knob off. Every time I say such and such is coming in tomorrow, it fouls it up. Then I want to whammy it.
Okay, then don't.
Not gonna. Diane Ray's going to be on the radio next. Mojo Nixon's after her. Encore show tonight at 7 o'clock featuring the brand new hit radio bit, Hey, You're Stupid. What was the stupidest thing this morning?
Hit the head twice with a steel rake handle.
That one? Really?
Well, there was that good contender about the stupid girl who dove in the pool and hit her chin twice.
And I forgot to mention when I tried to make French toast in the toaster.
Oh, yeah. No, cinnamon toast.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
You were trying to make cinnamon toast in the toaster.
Well, I didn't want to heat up the kitchen with the broiler.
Lighting
Right.
off a firecracker in a glass jar wasn't particularly bright.
No.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, that was bad.
Just to see if it would, it'll just explode inside of it.
Yeah.
That's what we thought. We thought we were trapping.
Yeah.
You don't understand. See, we grew up in Chicago where Fermilab is, where they split the atom, man. We were very scientific children. We were like prodigies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember World War II?
You guys were there after all.
That's right.
Old man.
We'll light it up again at 5 tomorrow here on the good old 101 KGB San Diego.